Burke County beat Pineville. Not sure who Burke's playing now. Lincoln County got a bye too, I think. Somebody else dropped out. Is Hunter giving it up or what?
Another birthday party? Is that what it was?
I went to birthday parties when I was a kid.
Yeah, me too.
All day
That's
Sunday.
when he put that over going out of town. You get robbed.
He needs to tell Kevin he doesn't want to do it anymore. I mean, I think he does a good job when he's here. I mean, he follows sports. He knows what he's talking about. Well, if you're gonna do that shit, at least do it on Monday or Tuesday so he can find somebody to fill in for you. You know what I mean? As you know, Robbie Root might come in, or Philip Russ might come in, or somebody. Like, tell him earlier so he can get somebody to fill in.
In Gaston, Cleveland, and Lincoln counties. Car shopping just got easier by going to whatsupshopper.com. Pick yours out today.
The NASCAR Camping World Truck Series.
Looking for the green flag here, and it is in the air.
At Nashville Superspeedway.
One truck length between the top two in a race for the lead.
For racing's return to Middle Tennessee.
Here comes Greg Moffitt to the inside of Ben Rose, but Rose is not letting him get away. Both trucks with damage on them.
It's the Rackley Roofing 200.
Right tonight at 7:30 on Carolina Country WCSL, 92.3 FM, 1590 AM, and online at ktcbroadcasting.com.
Now open, the all-new BMC Toner Solutions at 410 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia. The new BMC Toner Solutions can save you up to 50% off retail on your printer ink cartridges. Extra large inkjets just $14.99 for black and $16.99 for color. Just call 704-862-7333. They're open from 9 to 5 Monday through Thursday, 9 to 2 on Friday, and open every third Saturday from 9 to 2. The new BMC Toner Solutions, now open at 410 East Franklin Boulevard, Gastonia.
Take advantage of a special offer on the versatile Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor. Switching attachments is simple, and a smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation. The Kubota BX Series, the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. for over 10 years. You own the land. Now, make it yours. Get the Kubota BX 2380 for payments as low as $99 a month.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive, off Highway 74 at Oak Grove Road, Kings Mountain. If you're in the market for new flooring, go to this area's most recommended flooring store. That's Flooring America on Slater Street in Kings Mountain. Flooring America in Kings Mountain is where friends send friends for their flooring needs. And right now, you'll find the ever-popular luxury vinyl plank for only $2.99 a square foot. That's right, only $2.99 a square foot, all during the Fresh Start Flooring Sale. Give your home a refresh with one stop at Flooring America, 602 Slater Street in Kings Mountain, online at flooringamericakingsmountain.com.
The game plays right here.
Are you ready for some football?
Your sports leader, WOHS Shelby, WLON Lincoln, and WCSL Cherryville Gastonia.
Hello, this is Milton Baker inviting you to listen to NASCAR Racing right here on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
And good morning, and welcome to another Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin Hastings, Hunter Yancey, Tom Stefani, and Terry Reinhardt. Although today Hunter isn't here. I did see Kevin messing with the cameras, though, online. I think we're going to have a picture of Hunter. Yeah, there he is. We just have a picture of Hunter today, so we'll just have to make do with the picture of Hunter.
Remind everybody that Saturday Morning Sports Talk is brought to you. Saturday Morning Sports Talk is brought to you by Friendship Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, located at 190 Oak Street Extension in Forest City, North Carolina. 828-919-3001 is their phone number. Friendship Nissan, 156 Oak Street Extension in Forest City, North Carolina. 828-245-1661. Go see your friends at Friendship. Get yourself a new Chrysler Jeep Dodge or Nissan today.
Welcome, everybody.
Oh, okay. All right. And want everybody to know that we are going to do some trivia today. I've not been told what the trivia question is, but the winner of our trivia game today will receive 4 City Owl tickets, compliments of Friendship Chrysler Jeep Dodge, Ram, and Nissan. So the 4 tickets are compliments of Friendship. So we're going to have some trivia. Don't know what it is. I'm sure Kevin will come up with something extremely obscure that nobody will know.
Right.
So, which kind of defeats the purpose of the trivia game.
Right.
But the tickets are for Thursday, July 15th, and Friday, July 16th.
Now, Tom, did you read those tickets right?
Okay. 4 City Owls versus the Spartan Burgers, which is interesting.
Now, the Spartan Burgers, for those that don't know, is the former Gastonia Grizzlies.
Oh, Spartanburg stole Gastonia's team.
Well, no, that league was basically not forced out of Gastonia, but the Honey Hunters got all of the money.
Oh, okay.
And they moved to Spartanburg, so they're the Spartan Burgers. And there's actually 2 sets of tickets there. One is for Spartan Burgers and the Forest City Owls. Terry just stuffed in the non-league affiliated teams. I don't know what that was, Terry.
I don't know. It's unprofessional. That's all I got to say.
Terry, that sounded
trying to work here, Terry.
That sounded like a website you got to sign in for.
Yeah. That's not like the website that you look over your shoulder, make sure your wife's not in the room.
What kind of music was that, Terry? It sounded
make sure you delete your search
history. Is that the VHS in your pocket? Now, read carefully the other tickets there. Who's playing who, Tom? You got 2 different dates there.
Okay. I've got the 4 City Owls versus the Spartan Burgers, Thursday, July 15th, 2021.
Right.
And then the RC Outlaws versus the Spartan Burgers, Friday, July 16th, 2021. Now, I'm not familiar with, is RC the Rutherford County?
Yes.
Rutherford County Outlaws.
Yes. And so basically, I haven't been explained it, but Apple in Boone, well, you know how I brought up last week, whatever, there's the Bigfoots. Now, so there's some of these teams that are popping up. They're playing these teams, but they're not affiliated in the actual league. They're like independent woodbat league.
Okay,
you get what I mean?
Yeah,
they're that woodbat. They can play them, but they're not actually in the league. They're not listed in the standings. And I was gonna try to pull that up in a minute, kind of show it to you. But they haven't played that many games. Too much to keep up with. If you play baseball, there's thousands and thousands of ways and teams to play on year round.
They are
at all ages, at all levels, about trying to make it.
Yesterday,
and Tom, if little Joey wants to play football that way, Terry says no.
Yeah. Well, I was down at Clemson yesterday. I didn't realize they actually have, and I don't usually say many positive things about Clemson University on this, but I think it's pretty cool the way they've got everything set up. Have you ever been there, Terry? To they've got their softball field, which is really super nice. Their baseball complex, which I was really impressed with, and I will say this: I didn't realize how successful their baseball team was. They've won a number of ACC championships, been in a number of College World Series. They have a very nice complex down there, and then Death Valley is right over there to the right. So, it's all right down there together, so it's pretty cool. But if you want little Johnny to play on Clemson's field, you sign up for this tournament, and you get to play down there, and hopefully somebody sees you, and you get to play college baseball. But Kevin's right. I mean, there's just – and they were telling me, well, we had this league here the week before, and we had this one here the week before. It's like a different baseball organization playing down there every week. So – if you want to play baseball, there's somewhere for you to go play.
One of my umpires this year, Seth Willis, which was a quarterback at West Lincoln, and a standout, at doing his baseball and football. But he's playing for the Johnson City Doughboys, and he's playing up and down the East Coast
Johnson
right now.
City, Tennessee.
Yes.
Yeah.
So. And you're telling the truth. If you want to play, you probably can find somewhere to play.
Oh, yeah.
And, it's exciting. I mean, they started the 1st of June, and they'll finish up about the 15th of August, but they, it's about 80-some games that they play.
And if you're 50 years old with a beer gut, you could sign up for the Charlotte Adult Baseball League and go out there and
probably
play.
Can.
I mean,
right.
It's just, you can play your whole life if you want to. So, I mean, there's plenty of baseball out there for you to play if you want to play.
I want to mention one thing, Kevin, if you don't mind. Yeah. This week right now, so they had their introductions and all for every team coming into Cherryville last night. They've got 46 teams from 22 different locations.
Terry, who's they? You skipped over the they part.
Dixie. Yeah, Dixie softball. Yeah. But 46 teams out of 22 different locations that'll be playing in 8 different brackets of league with the sweeties, the little ones, like the 5 and 6 years old. I have a state tournament going on to the world tournament, and then the darlings, which is 7 and 8 year old. It's a coach pitch. They'll be playing the Angels Traditional, which is 9 and 10, and Angels X Play, which is 9 and 10. The difference in the two: Angels Traditional cannot steal, Angel X Play can. Then you're going to have the Ponytails Traditional against the Ponytails X Play. And once you get to the Ponytails X Play, it's the same thing as playing high school softball, And the Bells and the Debs, and those are 13 through 15s and 16 through 18s. But you'll have your local teams from Cherryville, West Lincoln, and Boger City in it. And other places from around the state will be Central Columbus, West Stanley, Burgaw, Richlands, Dunn, Hope Mills, West Chatham, Montgomery County, South Stanley, Lumberton, Moore County, Topsail, South Brunswick, North Stanley, Leland, Dixon, Brunswick South, Brunswick North, and Columbus County. It'll be wherever one of these teams is coming from. So if you want to see some softball around, it'll be right here in Cherryville.
You want to see some angry mamas and daddies come unglued in the stands? I'm
sure
that's going to happen. I'm sure some coaches are not going to to be real nice to you umpires out there, Terry. So just
we do our best.
Terry,
bring your
are you
extra thick
umpiring
skin.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes. I didn't know that. I was trying to find you. I was all over the page yesterday for the Rutherford County Outlaws, and there's like 20 of those teams. In the actual league, there's Peninsula Pilots, Morehead City Marlins, Holly Springs Salamanders, Wilson Tobbs, Wilmington Sharks, Florence Red Wolves, Tri-City Peppers, Savannah Bananas. They own the Spartanburgers, same team. Lexington County Blowfish, the High Toms of Thomasville, Forest City, Asheboro Copperheads, Martinsville Mustangs, Macon, Bacon, and Spartanburgers. So Terry, all weekend?
Well, it starts today, and it'll run through Wednesday and possible Thursday if you have an extra game.
Okay, so up in here in Cherryville, right?
Over here, right in behind the swimming pool, downtown.
are they using all the fields over there?
They're using Cherville's fields over here and Trine's fields.
Oh, they're actually playing it, but there's what I meant about Cherville is like there's 5 fields over there technically. Are they using all the fields?
No,
over
they're not
there?
using all of them. No,
they're not using the baseball fields.
Yeah, they're using mostly the 2 fields that are up top.
I wonder the reason behind that, because those fields are only 200 feet. It's not like they're like you wouldn't have to put up temporary fence or anything. I don't think so. Who knows? Anyway, well, y'all have fun with that. Come see Terry and them and yell at the umpires and see how bad they do. Tom will be umpiring. Well, I guess you are umpiring today.
Yeah, Tom is.
Tom just works for the where are you going today? What's the place called?
The Charlotte Adult Baseball League.
No, the name of the park.
Southview.
So Tom was just a full-time member of Southview Recreational work today.
if you're going up to the game, anybody in Shelby who's going to go up and watch that Queen City game, it's real easy to get to it. You just get off on Billy Graham and you're going to go down about 2 miles. And then I want to say it's Highway 160. You're going to make a left, and it's right up there. It's in a little housing development, and the recreation center's in the back. So it's real easy to get to. If you put it in your GPS and just put Southview Recreation Center, it's going to take you to the actual building, and then you turn right. You'll see the fields up there on the right. I don't know where you're going to sit. There's not a lot of bleachers. So, I mean, there's some. There's not a whole lot. It's really, originally, from what I understand, it was meant to be Little League fields for the people in that housing development to use. But I know that adult baseball plays there. I know some travel teams play there. And obviously the Queen City Mustangs occasionally play there. Now, in the past, they played at Myers Park High School, but these things change over the years. So they're going to play at Southview Recreation Center. I would urge anybody who's going to go up there, bring your chair with you. Throw your chair in the back, throw your beach chair in the back. Make sure that you got a place to sit because there's a little bit of bleachers there, but not a whole lot. So make sure that's in the trunk of your car before you go up to Southview tonight.
So we got baseball, softball everywhere around the area.
Now, remember, the state championships are in Cherville for Legion baseball, and they are in over at Gardner Webb for the girls Legion. Now, tonight we'll have other Legion as well. Remember, this is round 2, so we got Cherville and Lincoln County tonight. There's JP. Hey, JP. Say hey, everybody. Tonight we got Cherville. Excuse me. Lincoln County. Matt Chapman and Danny Aker have that call. Cherville won last night, and then of course Shelby fell last night. They're talking about that a little bit last night, Tom. It's tough losing at home in a Legion series. Game 1, they had 7-8 days off, and so maybe they can get a turnaround. I kind of listened to Rob last night. It just seems like they're kind of in a lull maybe right now.
What was the score?
5-1 was the final. 5-1 was the final. So that I had to see if he had updated this morning the scores, but hadn't got it yet from Richard. I was going to give you the other ones, but so Cherville is now up 1-0, best of 5. So Danny Aker and Matt Chapman will be on the road tonight at East Lincoln for that, and then Tom and Rob Roop will be on the road tonight for Queen City and Cleveland County, who's down 1-0 to Queen City. So there's the schedule for that tonight. JP, what we got coming up this weekend on KTC Broadcasting, and then we might remember, folks, we'll have trivia in just a minute, in just a little bit. 704-435-2844. Get the numbers ready. 704-435-2844. 704-435-2844 for some Far City Owls tickets. And we're going to have some trivia in a few moments. JP, what we got this weekend?
This weekend, we have the Cleveland County at Queen City at 6:30 p.m., Cherville at Lincoln County at 6:30 p.m., and then the Credit Karma 250 at 3 p.m. And tomorrow, we have Lincoln County at Cherville at 7 p.m., and Queen City at Cleveland County at 6:30 p.m.
How's your breakfast, JP? What you eating today? Have you started? Sometimes you don't start till 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, I usually don't start until about 9, just because I I'm wearing my stomach might get messed up more usually. But no, right now I'm working on my Sunday school lesson for tomorrow because I'm teaching.
Okay.
So
what's the lesson on?
Revelation 3, the Church of Philadelphia.
What?
Yes.
What? Wait, hold on. When you said Sunday school, I was thinking kids, and then you said Revelation. You're not teaching
I'm teaching
kids.
the adult class. I'm teaching the adult class. Our pastor's wife is my Sunday school teacher.
So they're allowing you to teach Revelation in church.
They did last week.
Oh my goodness. We'll pray for you all and everyone in that class. Y'all let JP. All right. Anyway.
That's tough.
It's my spiritual gift to teach. My spiritual gift is teaching, so I'm using it.
I got you, brother.
That's
All right,
tough.
We've got Major League Baseball to talk about today. NCAA, NFL, and NBA playoffs, NASCAR, and more. We'll be back in a few minutes. KTCBroadcasting.com.
Okay, class, listen up. Do not buy a car without a warranty. Just don't do it. At Friendship Nissan and Friendship Jeep Dodge Ram in Forest City, we have lifetime warranty on new and used cars. That's right, lifetime warranty on new and used cars. Unlimited time, unlimited miles. And through the end of this month, we're offering up to $4,000 over Kelly Blue Book value on your trade. So one more time, Friendship Nissan and Friendship Jeep Dodge Ram has lifetime warranty on new and used cars, and you'll find us in Forest City.
I'm Calvin Hastings, and I'm going to invite you to join the boss this Sunday, July the 11th, for a live radio remote broadcast from the La Favorita Meat Market in Bessemer City. We'll be there from 3 till 7 p.m., and there will be free food and drinks, including tacos, chips, salsa, and cheese dip. And be sure to check out their meat specials, including steaks, franks, and chicken, with a huge variety to choose from, including top sirloins, skirt steaks, chicken, and pork. And try their samples of delicious food that they serve on a daily basis. And the La Favorita Meat Market in Bessemer City will have all sorts of prizes too. And be sure to meet Brian at the butcher counter so he can special cut your order. And join the boss as we give away free rounds of golf, free meal certificates, free American Legion Baseball World Series tickets, and a VIP pass to Ed's Dinosaurs valued at $100. So come join the fun Sunday afternoon, July the 11th from 3 until 7 at the La Favorita Meat Market, located at 907 Gastonia Highway in Bessemer City.
You're listening to the Wolfman Jack.
I tell you, when I was a little kid, I was brought up listening to Alan Freed.
Wolfman Jack.
When I was just getting started, the hip thing was to say, "What's happening, Jack?" "Hey, Jack, what's going on?" So that was the hip slang, So being a horror classic freak like I am, I chose the Wolfman because it was a very animal-sounding name, and the name Jack because of the hip slang. What's happening, Jack? Because Jack always knew what was happening. You understand what I mean? Wolfman Jack.
Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday mornings, 10 a.m. to 12 noon on The Balls. WOHS Shelby, WLON Lincoln, and online at KTCBroadcasting.com.
Take advantage of a special offer on the versatile Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor. Switching attachments is simple, and a smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation. The Kubota BX Series, the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. for over 10 years. You own the land. Now, make it yours. Get the Kubota BX 2380 for payments as low as $99 a month.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive, off Highway 74 at Oak Grove Road, Kings Mountain. Hey, look, it's Gary Dellinger with Dellinger Electric. Gary, what's going on?
Hey, Calvin, just stopped by to see how the new jingle was coming along.
Well, as a matter of fact, we just finished it up. Want to hear it?
Oh, I can't wait.
Here we go.
When it comes to your wiring, you don't want to monkey around. Call Dellinger Electric. They're the best electricians in town.
Well, what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't even give her phone number. And monkey around?
704-435-0705. They're the best electricians in town.
I don't have to pay for that, do I?
As our economy gradually reopens, remember to support local.
Know you're doing the right thing and stay proud.
Be a part of the greatest comeback of all time.
Shop local with whatsupshopper.com, Carolina Country, and The Boss.
And we're back on Saturday morning Sports Talk with Kevin and the guys.
Good morning, JP.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
And I want to remind all our listeners that Friendship Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram is sponsoring Saturday morning Sports Talk. Give them a call at 828-919-3001 or 828-245-1661. They're located in beautiful Forest City, North Carolina. Get yourself a new ride today.
So this, I did miss an announcement. This past weekend, Mitchell Trubisky got married, and they just wanted to announce there was not a reception.
Who cares if Mitchell Trubisky got married?
It was a joke, Tom.
I was getting ready to say, I hope you weren't
Get
serious.
it? There was no reception.
Oh, okay. Now I get it. Yes.
It's a bad quarterback
Yes,
joke.
it's a terrible joke.
It's a bad quarterback joke.
It's a terrible joke. I just want to go ahead and tell you that's
well,
worse.
I was wondering because I was lost, so I figured.
Neither one of you got it.
Yeah, you're right.
JP got it.
JP,
Good job, JP. You're on the same level with JP now.
As little as your sports knowledge is, you didn't get it. You didn't get it. Go. You better be studying.
While reading Revelation out of the corner of his eye, John,
right.
he called that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sniff that joke out of the air. Oh, God, JP. You're just...
It's just too early in the morning for that joke. That's what it is.
I thought you liked a good Mitchell Trubisky joke, Tom. Gosh.
I'm glad y'all welcome to Saturday morning.
Where's he playing? Buffalo? Is he in Buffalo now?
You just don't even know, do you?
He's in Buffalo now, right? He's the backup quarterback to Josh Allen, I believe.
Okay.
So,
well, I mean, this is a sports show. We're supposed to talk about sports, not dad jokes.
Yeah, well, it's not one of them things everybody in the world's worried about where he's at.
I got
his parents,
Carolina
and his
fans.
wife
Carolina fans.
Well, they are.
Carolina fans.
I got a little. Excuse me. Got a little another note for you. It does consider some sports. It's not a joke. Sam Walton didn't open his second store, Tom, until 7 years after starting his first company. Starbucks didn't get to store 5 until 13 years, and John Wooden didn't win his first national title until his 16th season. Would John Wooden keep his job today?
No. Just reminds me of the old phrase, from tiny acorns come mighty oaks. You just have to wait. You just have to wait.
Well, the end of that was, Tom, was be persistent. Success takes time. That's kind of, you know,
goodness, we could all
a little
go
less
back
eloquently than where you went with that, but yeah. Absolutely.
Well,
if Coca-Cola had bought Pepsi out, there never would have been a Pepsi.
I do agree that today's sports culture is ridiculous. Oh, he had 2 bad seasons. Fire him. He's obviously terrible. I mean, it's just stupid. They need to give people enough time, to get stability. But this is not the way it works anymore because the fans are so impatient. We have the ADD culture.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, oh, we didn't win the Super Bowl this year. Fire the coach.
Well,
wait, what happens to college basketball?
Yeah.
Talking baseball, Shohei Ohtani hits another home run.
Proud for him.
God, Terry.
How can you hate on Ohtani?
He just hates everybody.
What? I never said I hated the guy. I said I'm proud for
I
him.
always pick up the sarcasm in your voice.
Using the word hate.
Okay.
Terry, why are you poo-pooing?
I'm not poo-pooing.
I ain't even finished the sentence.
Ohtani.
Ohtani hit his 33rd home run last night, Tom.
Swing it.
Which
Well, we act like this is like the greatest American or baseball player of all time.
Well, we're getting there.
It's not.
He's having one of the greatest seasons of all time.
Again, if Terry will let me finish the sentence. With his 33rd home run, he ties Mark McGwire for the second most before the All-Star break. And here's where it gets fun. By a player in his 4th season or earlier. So, young guy. Reggie Jackson had 37 for the break. Ohtani and McGwire, 33 apiece. And Willie Mays had 31. McGwire's, if you're wondering, that's 87 with the Bash brothers and Jose Canseco, who wished everyone a happy 4th of July, but Alex Rodriguez this week.
Why does he troll? I mean, he just trolls him in everything he says. He's obsessed with Alex.
Because he...
But you got to let
his
it go.
wife, Tom.
You got to let it go. You got to let it go.
He's not.
If your wife slept with somebody else, maybe you're not a very good lover. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's not him. Maybe it's you, bro.
Okay, now why you said that,
Lordy.
Terry, Tom?
Good God.
That's a big foot you stepped in.
Here we go.
So if you use the same logic, would you like to call up J-Lo and tell her how a bad lover she was for A-Rod cheating on J-Lo with Jose's wife?
It might be.
Hey, Tom, is that the logic? I like to finish where it goes.
I'm just saying.
What do you got to say about J-Lo, Tom?
J-Lo, you should have took better care of
Oh
your man.
my God.
Sorry, J-Lo. Take better care of your man. It won't happen. Terry, how long you been married, Terry? How long Terry been married?
I've been married 25.
See, Terry takes care of his woman. He don't have to worry about it. You know, these celebrities.
He just puts the J-Lo CD on to take care of his woman.
That's what he does.
Okay.
Well, Terry didn't think we was going to be talking about that this morning. Let's talk a little baseball. You guys, I can't believe you didn't come in arguing this morning. Royals and.
When you lose 9 in a
That's what I'm
row,
saying.
when
Why
you
are
lose
you-
9 in a row and then you defeat Terry's hapless Royals,
Yeah.
I mean, it sort of takes the joy out of the smack talk. I mean, the Indians lost 9 in a row. 9. They just fell out of contention.
Well, I guarantee Kansas City probably hadn't won 4 out of their last 20.
They've had some once they had some injuries to their pitching staff, and they can't hit already.
Yeah.
You know,
well,
so,
neither one of us could hit last night, Tom. It was 2-1.
It's painful.
See, y'all are wording it wrong. Y'all were you should have been talking about your fantastic pitching performances.
Well, I always usually do, but you have to score a run somewhere along the way. But Kansas City cannot score any. We're probably a good minus 130 or 135 now.
Oh, you ain't that bad. It's minus 91.
Okay, well, we're getting there.
You got to spend some money. Small market teams can't spend the money, and that's what they talked about moving the team out of Cleveland, Nashville. Well, the same thing's going to happen there. It's a smaller market. They're not going to have any money for players, and they're going to lose 80 games a year. The only reason why they've been able to be relevant is they've been able to keep a pitching staff together, of course, for a while till it's time to pay him big money. Then Bauer, who's run into his problems here lately, but
look at us.
Kluber and those guys are going to go somewhere else get paid. Yeah, I mean, we still have a winning record, but
we led that division at one time.
You know who else did too? The Cardinals, who are in 4th place.
Yeah.
Missouri led the Central of baseball at one time, and now
it's
nothing.
It's tough.
Just nothing. I don't know what happened out west. Terry.
Did I see the Cubs lost like 13 in a row or something stupid? The
Cubs
2
of 8 or 2 and 8 in the last 10.
Yeah, they lost
a
bunch
like
of games.
2 and 8 in the last 10. I know there's like 2 and 12, and only 2 teams that beat was St. Louis.
They lost a lot of
games.
Yeah,
it's not nothing to brag about there.
And I heard this.
Look, St. Louis moved. Chicago moved ahead.
Now, Terry, let's see if you'll take the bet with me though. Cardinals 3 games under. Flaherty will be coming back soon. Yachty's on the team. He's fine and healthy. They finish over 500.
Yeah. Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it does.
Oh, you finish 82 and 82 or 83 and 81?
Yeah. Okay. It means Yachty kept his streak alive.
Yeah, okay.
Who else could say that every year they ever played was that they had a winning season but one? I would like to see that. Speaking of under 500, the Atlanta Braves still 1 game under. 6-4, however, and a little more fussing and fighting last night. My solution for it, and it's not. I don't think it'll fix it, but it would make teams think different. Hit batsman, new rule, Tom. Go to second base.
Why would you do that?
To keep them from hitting each other on purpose.
Nah. If they throw at him on purpose, throw him out of the game.
Well, then we got to argue, was it intentional or non-intentional? Acuna got hit on the first pitch again last night. We thrown him out again.
Well, that's fine. Throw him out.
And who were they playing?
The Marlins.
There you go. Every time they play the Marlins throw at him. It's every series that they play them.
The thing I don't like about that is you can really, really, really hurt a guy.
Yes.
I mean, it's just there's rivalry. I don't like you. You don't like me.
And you asked me why I said they should get second base.
I'd throw them out of the game, suspend them, fine
them. No, let's fight. Don't worry about second base.
I don't want to give them second base.
No.
If you hit a batter, you're going to second.
No.
Terry wants to fight.
Well, I mean,
I just think it should all.
Oh, now are you talking about automatic ejection?
Regardless,
or are you talking about
regardless of what? Okay, he gets hit by the pitch. Keep the old
pitcher's
rule.
out.
No, review it like afterwards.
But what if you're in high school and not reviewing and stuff like that? I'm talking about in general.
No, not high. They don't throw at each other in high school.
Tom,
there's a few coaches that won't be mentioned that would do it. that would also throw at umpires, but I won't say that.
I think you should pay more.
I won't say who that is.
I think you should pay more attention to the signals if you don't think people throw at batters in high school and American Legion.
I've watched a lot of American Legion in high school baseball, Kevin, and it just does it happen? Yeah. Is it common? No. It's not very common. There's not a whole lot of.
I'll say this. You might not think it is, and it might not be now. It was when I was playing.
That might be
There was a ton of people that got hit on purpose.
Do you not think Acuna should be mad?
Yes, that's why I'm saying he should be at second base. Terry wants to
But
fire.
review it.
Why?
Major League Baseball's got to review it. Look what happened. Okay, this pitcher is suspended for 10 games. He misses 2 starts.
Why does the Marlins throw at him, though? I want to know why.
Probably because he flipped his bat one time.
Okay, so he flipped his bat one time, but we extend this series after series after series. We're going to throw at this kid?
It's stupid. I've told you, I've been around baseball a long time. Most guys are competitive. They just want to play. It's fine. But you get a few stupid idiots, coaches, players, fans, that make everything petty, like super important. And that's what leads to this kind of stuff. A safe out. A guy flips his bat. A guy says, yeah, when he gets a hit. Oh, now we got to throw at his head. It's petty. It's juvenile.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Or is it when he hits a home run, he comes around third and he does his little dopey dope over before he gets to third, and
or
then
something
he takes third and
stupid,
goes
or
home.
something stupid
Here's
like
last
that.
night,
which is petty and juvenile anyway.
And see, I'll tell you, I need to take his bat, go running at him, and throw it at him. I mean, I would be tired of this. I do not blame anybody for being mad. It's every series they play the Marlins, he gets thrown at.
Did they throw the pitcher out of the game in this one?
I mean, and they're trying to hold him back, but Acuna, come on. It's everyone. It's every time.
Yeah, it's stupid. I'd be mad too.
Oh, just go on to first, buddy. Just go on to first. No, I'm tired of this. I mean, that's what he's saying. I'm tired of this.
Yeah, put me on second.
No. By the time I get to first,
you?
this is what would get me. I would be okay. Because right now, if I would go ahead and go to first, and then when I'm getting my lead, I would say, the heck with this lead, I'd take off after him. Because nobody's going to get to you by the time you get to that pitcher.
So Terry's going to, I'm
going to ambush him from the side.
Terry's giving ambush strategy. I just want to let him go to second base when a batter gets hit, and then that would fix a lot of it.
This petty juvenile stuff in baseball, it just makes it a headache. I mean, it's just, I don't get it. I don't understand the psychology behind it. But whatever, they just do it, and then makes our jobs harder, doesn't it, Terry? Whenever this stuff starts happening, now your job gets.
Not really. Mine's easy.
What do you mean?
Well, it is. If I'm Acuna, I've already made up my mind. He's tired of it. You saw right then he was tired of this.
So how's that make your job easy?
Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to get suspended for 10 or 20 days, but I'm coming after one of your guys for hitting me again.
I'm saying your job as an umpire, mopping up a mess like that is a pain in the neck.
Yeah, it is. Well, as an umpire, it is. Because you're trying to do exactly what they tell you. Stay over here. Don't go get him. Go on to first. Well, you know what? You're not the one out here getting hit every time you play this team.
There's not any other. It's a weird thing. There's not any other sports that I can think of that in general allow a cheap shot. The reason I was saying about second base, originally the rule was to protect the batters. If you get hit, you go to first base as a reward. But now, what if you get hit on purpose? Now what's the reward? Well, what do you do? That's what Terry's talking about.
Yeah,
it's like,
every time?
what's your retribution? You can't sit up here and get hit by a damn 95-mile-per-hour fastball all the time. It's
not against the same
somebody's
team.
going to get hurt. He's going to get hurt, and then I don't know. It's just it's stupid. You can't call slips on the fastball like that. They know it. And now if he's crowding the plate and doing all that, whatever, we can have that discussion.
Yeah, we've had that discussion. But sometimes you got to say hit them.
I think they got to come. I like new rules. I like changing the things. All right. So Terry don't care about Ohtani. He wants Acuna to ambush the pitcher from first when he gets his lead. Tom, you got any other?
No, it's just kind of glazing over. It's glazing over that.
Nobody's going to get
getting back.
I love what you got to do.
Getting something back to positive. I think it's great what Ohtani's doing.
He's going to pitch in the All-Star game and play in the home run derby, Tom.
Okay.
We've not seen this from a player in decades and decades. I
Babe
just think
Ruth!
I think it's just I think it's a great story.
I said last week, just like we said in here, Tom, if you let Bumgarner play, Bumgarner probably could play a position.
He wouldn't hit 35 home runs.
He's going to hit. I'm not denying the extraordinary talent of Bumgarner. Madison Bumgarner is an extraordinary. He's a World Series MVP, if my memory serves. He's an extraordinary talent. He's a local talent.
These kids probably batted in high school.
Let's not talk.
I think they should bat more. That's why I think the pitchers should be batting. I agree, Terry. But none of the pitchers are hitting 35 home runs before the All-Star break.
Goodness gracious! How many is he going to hit in the second half? Can he hit another 35?
He might, Terry.
If he only hits 12. And he ends up with the 45 on the season. Is it a failure,
pretty
Terry?
Good,
yeah, he did okay. He become average.
Average.
40, 45, 50 home runs.
It's not average, Terry. That's
if
extraordinary.
If you get in the exceptional range, Tom, it's above
major
50.
League
above 50.
Baseball. If you hit more than 40 home runs in a series, I mean, in a season.
There's a lot of people hit 40 home runs.
Right, there's a lot of exceptional players, Terry.
Average is 15 to 25.
Yeah, average is 15 to 25. You hit 40.
That's good.
That's
50, Terry. Yeah. Terry said 50
Okay, you moved into the 60% range. Good job.
It's pretty. Geez.
Why are we arguing with
I don't know. It's the most ridiculous things ever. All right, so let's go over some of the All-Star stuff. National League starters. It's maybe that's why Hunter doesn't show up on Saturdays.
He's got another birthday party.
Terry's done run him off.
I wonder if Hunter, do they wear those little hats for the birthday party? Remember those birthday party hats you used to wear? Little hats.
I do hope Hunter's wearing a hat this weekend for the birthday party he's attending, Tom.
I had a birthday party at McDonald's when I was 6.
Oh, my goodness. Poor old Hunter.
Hey, did you go to birthday parties at McDonald's, Terry? Remember, that was a poor kid birthday party.
Yeah.
You know, you really couldn't go somewhere cool, so you went to McDonald's, and everybody got French fries and burgers. Everybody had a good time.
Everybody had a good time.
Everybody had a good time because you didn't know any better.
Well, there was one of the only playground in town that wasn't made of metal and rust. So Freddie Freeman's at first base of the Braves. Adam Frazier of the Pirates at second base. Tatis Jr. Is the shortstop. Arenado of the Cardinals at third. Buster Posey, the catcher for the Giants. And Acuna, Castellanos, and Winker, Braves, Reds, are the starters. Reserves in the National League, Real Muto, the catcher for the Phillies, Muncy for the Dodgers, Albies for the Braves, Cronenworth for the Padres, Chris Bryant for the Cubs, Crawford for the Giants, Trey Turner for the Nationals.
How about that, Trey Turner?
Escobar for the Diamondbacks, Mookie Betts for the Dodgers, Brian Reynolds for the Pirates, Schwarber for the Nationals, Soto for the Nationals, Chris Taylor for the Dodgers. And the starting pitchers, Corbin Burns, Brewers, Darvish, Padres, DeGrom, Mets, Gausman, Giants, Marquez, Rockies, Rogers, Marlins, Wheeler, Phillies, Woodruff, Brewers. And the relievers, Josh Hader for the Brewers, Kimbrel for the Cubs. I didn't know there was going to be 50 people on here.
Yeah, they are.
Alex Reyes for the Cardinals. And there's only 9 innings, guys. Why do we need...
I just hate it. Every time the name Kyle Schwarber comes up, because he was, remember when he played for the Cubs in that series against the Indians? And if the Indians did not have home field advantage, they would have beat the Cubs. Because at the American League Park, Schwarber, who was hurt, couldn't have played, but he could still hit. Somehow he could still hit the ball 500 feet, but could not play in the field. And every time we went to Cleveland,
there's a lot of softball players like that.
God,
that's basically what it is.
I was like, no, it's like we're at home. Schwarber's coming in, and he killed us. He absolutely killed us in that.
Speaking of people that can hit but can't play on the field, Mike Trout voted in the All-Star game. Hadn't played pretty much the whole season. We'll miss 60, 70 games this year.
You don't have his WAR.
Voted. I forgot to check his WARs after issue.
His WAR's way up there.
Vlad is at first base, Simeon second base, Bogart shortstop, Devers third. Perez for the Royals is the catcher. Judge, someone who really deserved to be out there, and Hernandez, the outfielders in the American League. Zanino for the Rays, Olsen Athletics, Walsh for the Angels, Altuve for the Astros, Bichette for the Blue Jays, Carrera for the Astros, Ramirez for the Indians. Is that deserving, Tom? What am I talking about? Tom, is Ramirez deserving of an All-Star?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He's hitting the ball very well, yeah.
Brantley of the Astros, Gallo of the Rangers, and Garcia of the Rangers,
like
Mullins
Perez
of the
on
Orioles,
for
and
Royals.
J.D. Martinez for the Red Sox. They get 2 DHs. Speaking of just random, they couldn't just make somebody else bat. Let's give 2 DHs now. We get 2 participation awards. J.D. Martinez and Nelson Cruz. The I can't catch, but I catch better than Mike Trout awards at the DH for the American League. Shane Bieber, Indians. Is that good, Tom?
Yeah, that's good.
Garrett Cole, Yankees.
He's having a good year, yeah.
How do you say, is that Evaldi for the Red Sox?
I don't know.
Tell you, I don't watch them. Gibson for the Rangers, Lynn for the White Sox, Kikuchi for the Mariners, Rodon for the White Sox.
I mean, how many pitchers are there to keep up with in baseball? I mean, every team's got 5 starters.
And then you got to be a coach that make sure you get each one of them in.
It's like you got 150, 160 starting pitchers in Major League Baseball.
But now I'd hate to be a guy who makes the All-Stars, and they have been players, and they never got in. Now, why make an All-Star team if you're never going to get in the game?
Greg Soto of the Tigers, Presti of the Astros, Hendricks of the White Sox, Chapman of the Yankees, and Barnes of the Red Sox.
A lot of players from one game
are your starters.
Do they still do the winner of that game gets home field advantage?
Yeah, and you was talking about the Yankees. You feel like you got screwed over by the Cubs. If Tom, I know you don't believe in conspiracies and everything, but don't you think baseball would rather have the Cubs win than the Indians? Also, we had the first year against the Red Sox. Did you think, we thought we were going to win that one? No, they get David Ortiz, and we get somebody off the bench in the National League. That's the difference between us and the Red Sox and playing in those parks. This guy can't catch a baseball, can't even play the game, but he gets to play and hit. I think he hit like 7 home runs in the series because they got home field and he's banging them out. That softball park they played in. So, I've got grievances with him on that. JP's getting big calls early morning. All right. So that's your American League Baseball. I was going to say we'll be back in a minute. I ought to do it right now while he's on the phone, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Just sit here and stare at him. I was about to go to that. Any other
what is the day? What is the date of the All-Star game?
Tuesday.
When's the home run derby?
Tomorrow. I know it's Monday.
Monday?
Yeah.
I'm going to watch that. I usually don't.
Lord.
I usually watch the highlights, but I'm going to watch.
The Futures game is Sunday. Home run derby Monday. All-Star Tuesday.
So you're going to watch Ohtani swing the bat come Monday?
I'm just for fun because I'm gonna appreciate the prodigy that he is.
He's Major League's first ever pitcher and hitting All-Star.
So you're gonna be
Ruth made it at different times.
You're gonna be disappointed if you don't make championship, Tom?
I will. I will be disappointed, but
you talk about the home run derby.
Yeah.
Oh,
you got to beat the guy that you're against, then you move to the next level, then you move to the next level.
Well, Ohtani's the number 1 seed.
It takes forever.
He's the first 2A All-Star of all time.
It does take forever.
Now, with that said, I do think they need to figure out how to make the early thing shorter. You can't. I think Albert Pujols lost a home run derby because he got tired. He hit like 17 in round 1, and everybody else hit 8 that qualified. And he gets up in the next round, they all hit like 10, and then the last round he hit 3. And it just, you get tired. You just can't sit up there and hammer away, like you said. You figure out something about that. I'm going to pull up the home run derby roster real quick to finish it off while JP, I was about to go to a break, and he went to the bathroom. So, All right, home run derby bracket. Ohtani versus Soto. I didn't know they was going to do it like this, but Salvador Perez versus Pete Alonso. Joey Gallo against Trevor Story, and Matt Olson against Trey Mancini.
Go get him, Perez.
Now, remember before the season started, Hunter and I read you a story about how Juan Soto is such a hitting genius that he can predict what the pitcher's pitching. So he's going to know what the pitcher's throwing in this home run derby, guys. So he's got a sneaky advantage here. Yeah. This is how he normally hits. So I don't know. Are you picking Soto? Let's do the bracket, Terry. Soto or Ohtani? Here's a chance for some bad picks.
Ohtani.
Oh, that junk talking, Tom.
Ohtani.
Salvador Perez or Pete Alonso?
Salvador Perez.
Alonso.
I'll go Perez and Ohtani. Joey Gallo against Trevor Story.
Trevor Story.
Gallo.
Gallo for me. Matt Olson and Trey Mancini.
Matt Olson.
Mancini.
I'm picking the
Just
green.
go the opposite, Tom. That's all you have to do. Once I pick one, you pick the opposite.
I'm picking the green and gold, Matt Olson.
Pick the Italian guy, man.
For this one. All right, so since we all picked randomly different things there, I got Ohtani for the win. Anybody else?
Yep.
Salvador Perez.
Now, my upset pick is Joey Gallo. He's the 2 seed. He is he is one of those guys, like you said, Tom, that just stands up there and hits the ball really far. He might not be able to catch a baseball, but he can hit it really far. All right, we'll be back in a few minutes as soon as JP starts chewing it up. You ready, JP? You ready to go? Break time? Thumbs up. We'll be back in just a few minutes. KTCBroadcasting.com.
Lifetime warranty on new and used cars at Friendship Nissan and Friendship Jeep Dodge Ram in Forest City. And now until the end of the month, Friendship in Forest City will offer up to $4,000 over Kelley Blue Book value on your trade. Guaranteed best prices on new cars, all used cars priced way below book value, and now all new and used cars have a lifetime warranty, unlimited time, and unlimited miles. We're simply not like any other dealer. Friendship Nissan and Friendship Jeep Dodge Ram, we're located in Forest City.
It's time to head for the mountains. Crowder's Mountain Golf Course, that is. The course is absolutely beautiful, and you can play and ride 18 holes Monday through Friday for $28 and after 2 p.m. for $25. Play and ride 18 holes on weekends for $38 and $33 after 2 p.m. Seniors play and ride Monday through Friday for $25, and Monday is Ladies' Day. Ladies play and ride on Mondays for only $18. That's at the Crowder's Mountain Golf Course, 255 Lincoln Academy Road in Kings Mountain. For tee times, call 704-739-7681.
Looking for a boat, RV, or farm equipment this summer? Carolina Federal can help with financing. Recreation loans are available for as low as 3.75% APR. Contact us today for more information by calling 704-435-0186 or online at carolinafcu.org or stop by our branch located at 1200 East Church Street in Cherryville. At Carolina Federal Credit Union, we treat you like family because you are. Rates based on credit history. Looking for a great buy on new zero-turn mower? Look no more. We got it at Hojo Power Sports and Equipment in Shelby. Right now, you can buy a brand new Aaron's zero-turn 42-inch mower for only $27.99. That's right, only $27.99 for a new Aaron's 42-inch zero-turn mower. Plus, see the line of Ferris, Snapper, Snapper Pro, Hustler, Walker, Ryan, Red Max, Husqvarna, Simplicity, Shindawa, Z-Spray, and more. Hojo Power Sports and Equipment, 110 Grigg Street off South Lafayette Street in Shelby. Online at hojopower.net. Like them on Facebook, too.
When you're in the field, downtime is not an option. That's why now is the time for a service inspection at James River Equipment. Whether you own a John Deere tractor, planter, forage harvester, or baler, James River has a summer service special that's right for you. When it comes to quick diagnosis and expert service professionals, James River delivers. Schedule your service at your local James River location or online at jamesriverequipment.com. James River delivers.
There's a brand new Wednesday night special at Love's Fish Box in Kings Mountain. But first, on Tuesdays after 4 p.m., it's Alaskan Whitefish with all the trimmings for just $6.99. And now on Wednesday nights, you've asked for them, now you've got them. Beef tips with your choice of fries or baked potato, slaw or salad, peppers and onions, or mushroom gravy for $9.95. And on Thursdays, it's their 8-ounce hamburger steak with your choice of potato, slaw, or salad for $6.99 at Love's Fish Box, 1104 Shelby Road, Highway 74 Business West in Kings Mountain.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin and the guys.
You also had full rosters because you had those age groups there, Terry. So.
And they're talking about sports.
There you go, JP.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Hey, Tom, how about you mention our friends at
Friendship?
Right,
I've got a trivia question ready.
Trivia
question ready. 704.
Well, in that case, I think we'll
just remember
704-435-2844. 704-435-2844.
And we've got tickets for Thursday, July 15th. That's for the Four City Owls. And Friday, July 16th for the Rutherford County Outlaws for Kevin's Trivia. So call us up if you can answer probably the stupidest, most obscure question that Kevin's getting ready to ask.
I'm going to ask an easy one first. Should be able to figure it out. We're just talking about Shohei Ohtani. He's the first player in American League history to reach 30 home runs and 10 stolen bases in his team's first 81 games of the season. Now, remember, Tom, today he's done this, first player in American League history. That's including Willie Mays, Joe DiMaggio, Joe, Mickey Mantle, Mike Trout, guys like that. First player ever to get 30 home runs and 10 stolen bases in the first 81 games of the season. He was also, well, this is not the trivia part, also the first two-way player in All-Star history. Terry says, well done. Poo-poos it. So the trivia question is, there's only two other players to have done this. 30 homers, 10 stolen bases in the first 81 games of the season. My hint is they're both National League players. My second hint, if you watched the show last week or have access to the internet and are watching it today, you go last week and go back to the baseball section. I actually read this out loud last week. So there's tons of hints to be able to find it. Only 3 players in Major League Baseball history, Shohei Ohtani's the first American League player, and he did it this year, have had 30 home runs and 10 stolen bases in the first 81 games. They're 2 National League players. Who are they? 2 players, and I will give JP the names. He won't know what any of this means, but you call 704-435-2844 or 704-435-2846 to guess the 2 National League players who are the only players to have 30 home runs and 10 stolen bases in the first 81 games of the season in baseball history, the only 2. All right, that's our trivia. Now, Terry. NBA playoffs, Suns up 2-0 on the you want to talk that or NASCAR?
No, that's good. I mean,
I didn't know you usually. I just want to make sure.
Yeah. Well, my deal in behind what's happening is, like I said a couple of weeks ago, the Milwaukee Bucks, sometimes you can have a player, and I've seen it, and all of us have. Carolina had Cole Anthony, where all of the players played around him, sat back and watched instead of played the game. Cole Anthony did all the shooting. Every time he touched it, he shot. And that's what's happening with Milwaukee. We just saw Milwaukee get rid of another team when Giannis was out, and they went 2 games with 4 guys scoring over 20 points. And here we are back in the finals now, and Giannis is back. Giannis is good, never taking none of that away. But Middleton, Holiday, Lopez, all of them are looking to him to do everything, and they're sitting back and watching.
I guess the argument would be chemistry.
It is. I mean, I hate to say it that way, but
I've heard of the old phrase addition by subtraction, but it's hard. It's hard to believe that was somebody of Giannis's ability, but he had 42 points in the last game and
15 out of 22 or something like that from the floor.
And I looked. I think the next, I want to say maybe Middleton had 17 or 16.
Yeah. But when Middleton was without Giannis, he was getting 30.
Because he had to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had to.
You're playing the game. You're taking shots you want to take. I mean,
Middleton
the NBA.
had 11.
Well,
the Bucks.
He had 11.
Yeah, Bucks starters from 3 were 1 for 1 PJ Tucker, 1 for 5 Giannis, 1 for 6 Middleton.
How many did Lopez
0 for 2 Lopez, and 1 for 3
0
Holiday.
for 2.
So the
think of that.
The starters were 3 for 16 from 3.
Yeah, but think of Lopez. The games that Giannis did not play, Lopez was 14 out of 17, like 11 out of 15.
Yeah, he played really well.
He did.
Yeah, he played really
well. But now that Giannis is back, it's like he takes no shots. It's all Giannis. I mean, don't get me wrong. Giannis can play. I'm with that. I understand he's a superstar.
The thing that gets me is he seems like a very likable. Like you might see this with somebody that they didn't like. You know what I mean? Like, guy's a jerk. LeBron James could be a jerk. I could see like, okay, you're in the game, you do it. I'll stand here. I don't really see that react towards somebody like Giannis. But there's stuff in the locker room that you don't know. Maybe
yeah.
I don't.
Is it one of those things though that when you go back and look, I think, and here we go again with Michael Jordan. When I saw Michael Jordan play, Michael Jordan, whether you were good or not, you were part of his team.
Yeah.
He would give the ball up to Kerr.
Yeah.
He would give the ball up to other guys. It's your shot. You take the shot.
Right.
I believe in you. That's why you're on our team.
At the same time, he could be a jerk.
Well, he
but,
could.
I mean, he had a good mixture. He'd be a jerk when he needed to, but
he was going to make
yeah.
you good also.
Yeah, right.
You know, and I don't know whether Giannis has that in him to make the players around him better. I don't know.
So as far as the point Terry brings up about Jordan, one thing I would like to kind of mention myself as far as he goes is that I don't think the guys today, the players and especially the fans, when we talk Jordan, let's talk a couple things. That they say all you want to talk about is winning 6-0. Okay, we'll do that. We'll talk about the Olympics. Didn't get beat there. Won a national championship. Okay, there's the winning part. Get that out of the way. Jordan beats him there, blah, blah, blah. All right. But here's what nobody ever talks about. And Terry, what's part of that winning? How about 9-time all-defensive team?
Yeah.
How
and
about
let me have your best player.
How about defensive player of the year?
Yes.
Was Giannis guarding Durant the whole time? No.
No.
If Giannis is the defensive player he should be, and you got Brook Lopez on the floor, why isn't he guarding Devin Booker? And why are they even switching on it? He's 7 foot tall. There's no reason to switch. He can block a shot from behind if he gets by him.
Sure is. His arm length should be able to take it.
So there's a lot of smoke that these guys want to play. Hey, I scored 50. I scored 40. Jordan scored 60. And again, remember what I always say about it. He scored 60, but then he said, like you just said, well, I got the other guy, and he's only getting 10.
Yeah.
He's only getting 15.
Your best.
It's not. So if it was him versus Clyde Drexler, and Clyde averages 25 a game and Jordan averages 30, Jordan's goal was, I'm going to get 35 and he's going to get 20. Not like we're both going to get 40 and then hope my teammates help me out in the corner.
Yeah.
Hope PJ Tucker hits a 3 in the corner or Elmer Fudd or whoever LeBron's passing to in the new movie.
And it was game in, game out. And Michael would say, I want their best shooter.
All right. And then, so you had that then. Besides Michael, as far as that team goes, you talk Scotty, then you had maybe the other best defender on the wing in the league. Who on Milwaukee is saying, I'm going to go guard them? PJ Tucker's supposed to be there, but he gives up. They can't say he's a defender and whoever he guards gets 30 every time.
Yeah.
Well, by God, what's the other guys you put in going to give up? If he gives up 30, he's only going to get 7. So looking at their offenses, Terry, they don't move the ball with Giannis on the floor. Both games they've scored 105, 108, so that means they hit one more 3 in one game and the other. And then Phoenix scored 115, I think, and 118. So so they're right there, the same things. It's home, 2 games and 0. So either series will be a series tomorrow, or it'll be over tomorrow for the most part. I am one of those believers in basketball that in the past it's been home wins all the time. I don't expect Mikal Bridges to get 27, y'all.
No.
I like DeAndre Ayton. I was talking to Andre about him the other day. Him and Booker both at the All-Star game. Very pleasant to talk to. Very nice. You just know some guys. Those two were nice. Kyle Lowry was extremely nice. Ben Simmons was a jerk.
Yeah.
One of them, well, and I can't even say that. Never mind. I was about to say one of them dated Kardashian. Booker dates Kardashian. And he was extremely nice. One of them was a jerk. One of them don't have a jump shot. Maybe he's got something he's dealing with, Terry. But Ayton, like I said, I like DeAndre Ayton. So Paul had 23, Booker had 31. Booker, he's fantastic. I think he's gonna be a star in this league. So let me explain their offenses real quick. They both kind of run kind of the same thing. It's kind of a flex offense. Terry, they're trying to get to the elbow, but the Bucks use Giannis and Phoenix is using Chris Paul. So the idea is to get the elbow and make the decision there. And they want their playmaker, Paul and Giannis, to do that. And so if you watch each one of them, Phoenix is busting shots. And then, like you just said, Terry, Giannis and the Bucks, they ain't. What was weird, I did see one time Giannis ended up in a pick and roll switch, and he had Paul guarding him at the elbow, and he passed it. What? He's 7 foot. He had a 6 foot guy on him at the elbow. I mean, that's just
2
one dribble
and he's around.
He don't even have to do anything but spin and stick that big long arm out. But I've seen a couple of commentators say I don't know what the Bucks are doing. They play the dumbest basketball. Through the earlier rounds, a lot of people were getting on the coach about making bad decisions. So how do you think? Is it on the coaching? Is it on the playing? Terry, you're talking about not playing well with Giannis, is it Giannis's fault? Is it the coach's fault? Or is it the helper's fault?
I just think it's a group that's out there, and I don't know. I mean, when I'm watching, and I watched them play without Giannis, and I'm watching them play with him, it's too much. Middleton wants to set up for three. Holiday wants to set up for three. Lopez even wants to set up for three on offense. Is Giannis the only one taking it to the hole constantly, when he's got the ball? Or he'll post up and they'll feed him the ball. But when they was playing without him, every one of those guys, Middleton, Holiday, Lopez even put the ball on the floor but went to the hole. And with Giannis in there, nobody's doing it but Giannis. And I don't see – I have a hard time understanding coaching when you're winning. I mean, me – and I'm going to put it like this. If it was me, I would start the next game with Giannis on the floor. And then about halfway through the first quarter, I would take him off and put them other guys out there like we had in the past series. This is y'all's to finish out this quarter. A lot of people are going to say, oh, no, what's wrong with Giannis? I think he's hurt. I mean, you're going to hear that. But that's what I would do. I would look, guys, y'all have to help us.
But the first quarter was their best quarter in the last game.
Well, I know that, but I'm just saying I would make sure these other guys were involved.
I do it
somehow.
I do it in the second quarter. I do it in the second quarter.
All right, one question I do have, and with today's ball, you know how they want the big man actually shooting the threes in the corner, and I think that's a lot of part to do with they want these. Terry, think about what I said. One team's up 2-0, one team's down 0-2. One team uses a 7-footer to dribble the ball to the elbow and make a play, and the other uses the shortest guy on the court. And that's the team that's winning. So if you put it this way, if Giannis dribbles to the elbow and he turns and spins to pass it to someone, he's passing it to someone shorter than him with someone that can guard him. You know what I mean? If Chris Paul hits it to a cutter, he's got a 7-footer cutting. He's got somebody that's going to finish at the rim. And what I'm getting at is that how many tall LeBron and Magic have been the only ones that have made it work at all. And one thing, LeBron had point guards on his team. Magic had a center to feed it to. What is Giannis? What's his play? That's my thing. When he has the ball, what's his play? And another thing, one thing that I don't like about the Nets, let's back up to them for 1 second. I know it kind of don't have anything to do with it, but it does. Is that I don't like when Kevin Durant brings the ball up. Your number one scoring option shouldn't be bringing the ball up.
No, he should.
And whether or not he I don't care if he
but
walks up.
I
don't care if he walks up to the other 3-point line and then turns around and they hand it to him. Don't dribble the ball up. It takes out too much energy, and the offense is weird when you come that way. And that's what I think when you run the offense through him. Chris Paul doesn't need to be. He's not the leading scorer. It's Devin Booker, but Giannis is bringing the ball up and the leading scorer. Durant brings the ball up, and he was the leading scorer when Harden and them went out. He was bringing the ball up, and I was like, that's where you're gonna have trouble when if he's not running off screen. You want that run off screens, and I think by making him the ball handler and making him that, yes, it's dangerous and it's hard to guard, but it's also once you get it figured out, that you limit your options.
Watch the Bucks tomorrow, and maybe they'll figure this out before tomorrow.
Coach Budenholzer, ain't that his name?
But watch them, because if Giannis touches the ball underneath, who's the only guy going to the goal with Giannis? Lopez.
Yeah.
The rest of them are getting back.
The Nets all-time leading scorer, Lopez.
I mean, Giannis don't have many assists.
He did have that super game against Atlanta where it was like 15-17 or something ridiculous.
Well, right, these are series, and that's what people don't, like Middleton had 11. I bet tomorrow night he gets 25 or 30.
Didn't show up.
At home, he's going to get 20.
And a lot of people say that. Either one night you're going to get 30 out of him, the next night you got 10.
Well, again, one thing people and there's some people that say that Jordan, that Scottie Pippen carried Jordan. Pippen averaged 16 in his career.
Why is Scottie Pippen doing this? Why is he doing this? I didn't like. Why does he say Jordan wouldn't have won? Blah 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 without me.
Well,
I don't understand. Why is he doing this?
So, well, the last thing I was going to point about the secondary stars is in Jordan's last game with the Bulls, he scored 42, and Pippen had 8. 8. Okay, so 8 points is what Scottie Pippen got to help him win his championship. So as far as shoulders, they need to stop that mess.
Yeah.
then I saw some people hating on that on the having to play who they play. They were like, you played Stockton and Hornacek, and they were making fun of them because they were white dudes, of course. And then somebody responded with a picture of last year's Miami Heat team with Tyler Hero and who's that, Gordon Dragic and the other kid.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys, let's not
Johnson.
do that. Yeah, Johnson.
Yeah.
So, but the thing about Stockton and all them, this is who they beat to get to that finals. You ready for this? In the Western Conference Finals, they beat Barkley and the Suns. The round before that, they beat Akeem Olajuwon and the Rockets. In round 1, Malone, Stockton swept with no center Shaq, Kobe, and Eddie Jones. Swept them. So let's be careful on some of those. The secondary guys. Well, Wyndham Pippen was the secondary guys don't always get you. They're 20. That's the average, and be careful about when you're comparing these guys. I think these guys can play at any. The good ones can play at any whatever era, whatever you call it. Until they start dunking 11-foot goals, you can't convince me otherwise. And that's what we're playing on 11-foot goals and shooting from 40 feet. Well, I guess Steph's shooting 40 feet. Well, he's different. All right, you got. Tom, our Bucks pick not looking good so far.
Yeah, I know.
I told you every time I pick what Tom picks. I know. It's not that you pick bad picks. It's that when we pick them together, I feel like it doesn't work out. I just picked against Chris Paul for the most part.
I really thought.
I can't stand him.
I really thought.
It's just another man that hits people in the man region.
I just really thought that with Giannis coming back, they would at least take one in Phoenix and then steal the home court and be on their way.
They're still not done.
They're not
you're
done,
just now going to Milwaukee. If they win tomorrow, everybody's going to say, okay, we're going back to Phoenix 2-2.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it's went, what happened now to Phoenix?
Well, just because you win Game 3 doesn't mean you're going back to Phoenix 2-2.
Yeah, no. Oh, I know. I'm just saying, though, that's what they're going to say.
Got to win Game 4 too for that to happen. So I think it's I think for the sake of basketball, it'd be good for the Bucks to get back in the series. If it goes down 3-0, then I think the Bucks are just going to lay down. They're going to get swept, but we'll see.
Well, the draft is coming up in just a few weeks, and we're getting closer, and they've got the draft boards out, and I'm looking at it. And
NBA is going back to their regular thing next year, right, where they start in November and going back to 82 games and all that.
Yes.
So I wanted to pull up a mock, Tom. I've seen a couple of different ones, a lot of different things. What do you want position wise? What do you want? What do the Cavs need at 3? Not particular not particular name or whatever, but what do you want?
They just need somebody who can score, who can wherever he is, he's a threat. Not just inside, not just a 3-pointer. I'd like to see an inside. You're picking that high. I want to see an inside-outside guy who could score and plays defense. How about that? Are there any of those guys?
All right. Well, glad you asked. Here's a story on 6'9" Scotty Barnes, who could have the best NBA career based on some scouts. Have him going as high as 3 to the Cavaliers from Florida State. It says, let's see what it says about Scotty. There's a little thing about it, but anyway, it would not surprise me to learn that a few teams have him this high, but the 19-year-olds per 40 numbers at Florida State were 16 points, 16 rebounds, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, 2 steals. If you're wondering, that's NBA Rookie of the Year numbers. Anthony Edwards, not Anthony Edwards. It should have been Anthony Edwards. LaMelo Balls. If you want better numbers, you could get Anthony Edwards numbers, Terry. But if you want Rookie of the Year numbers, you could get LaMelo's at 16 and 6. But if you want better numbers, you can get Anthony Edwards. Just letting you know.
Okay.
If you want to finish second, I think Giannis. I was looking at the one. Giannis finished like 5th in his. How'd that work out for him? On offense, it says he can push the pace despite not being a speedster. He has great vision and plays with his head up. Super competitor. Defensively, most of what you want is already there. He can recover on defense. He wants to be good on that end. You can tell. Doesn't have elite instincts, but he has enough of a combo of ability to make him a good enough D to validate a top 5 status. He deserves to be in the top 5. Scotty Barnes, 6'9", 220, averaged 10, 4, and 4 at Florida State. They got Evan Mobley at 4, a center, 7 foot. You want any of that?
Yeah, sounds good.
I told you I think you should get you guys want the. Well, they got
could use a
Suggs
big
at
man
2.
because we don't have Drummond anymore.
I think you want the kid from the D League, Jalen Green. Reminds me of Anthony Edwards. Just watching him and playing. He averaged 18 points a game in the G League. And I remember the team he was on was the developmental team, playing against guys that were older and already on a team trying to get into the league. So it's kind of college level, like as a freshman. So it's 18 points a game in that. It says if we look at up a decade and realize that a handful of five-star level high school players are still choosing G League's pathway because of this kid right here, Jalen Green, because he will be one who have blazed that trail, whether he has a good NBA career or not. A natural scorer, Green is projected by many experts to be a 20-plus a game guy at minimum within a few years of being drafted. Whether he's a franchise-changing player is up for debate, but his talent on offense right now dictates he should be in the top 5. It's just not he's a scorer. He's someone who has willingness to bring color to his repertoire. Green is a player who gets to all points of the floor with a variety of styles and moves. So I ain't seen anything bad said about him yet, other than we don't know because he played in the G League.
But it's just one of those things where
Luka Doncic might not be good because we don't know he played in your.
They're gonna say all these things about all these players, but until they're in an NBA game, you don't know.
Oh,
let's see them play in an NBA game, and then we can talk about what they could do if they're gonna get 20 a game and blah blah blah.
My advice on any of them, on all these, when you do your draft things, is I'm just making you guys play one-on-one. I mean. That's what we do. You shoot shots. You play one. You got to beat the guy in front of you. At the end of the day, you have to, whatever defense you're playing, whether it's 2-3, 1-3-1, whatever, you still got to beat the guy in front of you 1-on-1. And I want the guys that's going to score and put points on the board. And we can worry about. Are we going to draft in PJ Tucker because he played great defense, gave up 40 tonight again? Is that what I mean? I'm so tired of those. You see those. If you're an NBA fan and your draft board says the guy plays good defense, just you don't want him.
What about Boston?
You don't want nothing to do with that at all.
What have they got for Boston?
Boston. Where y'all picking?
14th.
Are you
maybe?
even in this draft?
Yeah.
Down here with us picking scrubs.
Well, hopefully after a 4 or a 5.
I'm at the Hornets if you just don't know.
That's what I say. Like you get the first 5 picks, and then everything else is a scrub.
Yeah.
I can't say his name, but I like who they got us projected because he averaged 20 points a game last year at Illinois. Do some new? Tom, do you know that name?
Is he the big guy?
The shooting guard.
No.
6'5" shooting guard.
No.
Yeah, is he?
He averaged 20 and 6 and 5 last year.
Was he the one with the mask?
Three.
Was he the one always wearing the mask?
I don't know. He's got long hair.
Yeah, I ran. Illinois had a really good team last year.
A proven bucket getter who embraced pressure. I like this already. Just stop.
Embraced pressure and they got knocked out. Yeah, okay. Anyway,
well, Tom, he needed more guys like Draymond Green that can't shoot, that plays defense.
Got beat by Loyola of Chicago.
Is that who beat him?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. With the praying nun who traveled
embraced his pressure. Somewhere along the line he didn't show up.
Oh, my gosh.
He'll probably be drafted 5 to 10 spots lower than he should be because he's being over-scrutinized and over-analyzed, whatever that means.
There's so much.
Why do we need another guard?
This is Charlotte.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought we was talking about Boston.
I said Charlotte.
Okay.
It's got us picking a 20 guy. You ain't even got y'all's pick yet. Y'all are still down here, and I don't know where y'all at yet.
I thought we was in the top 14. Or maybe, no.
I'm at 11.
We probably gave that up. Yes, we gave that up this year.
Did y'all trade that for Gordon Hayward?
Yeah. Well, we'll take that. I mean, well, I'm okay with that.
As long as Hayward's healthy next year, I think the Hornets make the playoffs.
What some will hold him back is some thought he'll never be NBA great at any one thing. He averaged 26 and 5, and he's 6'5", but he'll not.
There's too much. I'm saying it's like I've almost quit. Because they overanalyze all this stuff. They give you so much information overload. I mean, after a while, it's just like, okay, let them do their thing. Put the guy on the court, see if he can play.
Yeah, but can he finish? That's my deal with him.
Yeah.
I mean, he gets hurt.
Does Boston?
He was hurt with Boston.
Put him in an NBA game. I don't care. You're not proving a darn thing until you play in an NBA game.
So I found something yesterday down the hall, and I was gonna show Hunter, but he didn't come in today.
He's not here.
While I was flipping,
There he is. He's right there. What are you talking about?
Oh, there
he's
he is.
here.
He's right there.
While I was flipping
in pearly whites.
While I was flipping through,
He didn't put a birthday hat
look at
on.
that! Look at that chain! Look at that chain! I'm gonna jerk the chain off.
That's what you should have done. You should have
I
put one
want
of
to
those
yank
birthday
that
hats.
chain. Is what I want to do. Crap. Oh yeah. I found tickets, guys, in my little memory box back there of Washington Wizards at Charlotte Hornets 2001. Now, what would that be, Terry?
That would be Michael Jordan playing for the Wizards.
Yep. Forgot I had those. I need to get that framed up.
Yeah.
They're just in my.
You know what?
I had
what's
some of them laminated. I didn't.
You know what's terrible? You can't do that anymore because all the tickets are on your freaking cell phone. You can't save the ticket from the events that you went to.
Yeah.
Well, I've got folded up pieces of paper and some of them.
Yeah, I've got like Tom Petty tickets from 1994,
awesome to
Jimmy
save.
Buffett from in the early 90s, to keep a record of where I went. And I wanted like the Browns ticket when I went and watched them play the Bills a couple years ago. It's on your phone.
Well, I tell you what, Tom. In our next
Can't
break,
keep
I actually laminated some. I'll bring some down the hall. We'll talk some old tickets. Terry, you getting out of here today?
Yeah, we're getting ready to leave.
You got
now.
anything to say to America or the world, or
No.
any knowledge that you wanted to lay down on us this week that you didn't get to? No comments on anything else.
Just don't forget your Dixie Stakes Championships being held here in Cherryville, North Carolina. So if you don't have anything to do, get out and watch some fantastic softball.
Is there
in
any,
all age groups today?
Is there any Cow Patty Bingo at this event?
No, there's not.
I
Not that
hate
I
I
know
miss-
of. I'll put it like that.
I missed Cow Patty Bingo last time.
Yeah.
Are they doing it again this year?
They will probably.
In like the fall?
Yes.
Okay. Is Camille
Tom.
Sane going to put that on again?
Probably.
Okay.
Tom, every Saturday night up that road that Terry's
sure.
going up, there's a game of Cow Patty Bingo
Yeah.
somewhere. Just
Just
follow the bonfire.
I would go there, but I don't want to get shot. So
Tom, as long as your money's green,
Oh,
you're
okay.
welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome. More than welcome.
All right, there goes our other
Put some
ultra
chip-
part-time
put some-
employee.
Put some chips down.
We got some ultra part-time employees. I'm working part-time, but I'm leaving early.
There's his empty there's his empty shot. We got to pull his shot up too here in a second. All right. Well, we're narrowing down the field. It's down to me and Tom. The 2021 Sports Spelling Bee. Well, we'll be back in a minute. KTCBroadcasting.com.
Question: where do you buy a used car with a lifetime warranty? The answer is Friendship in Forest City. Friendship has lifetime warranty on new and used cars. Unlimited time, unlimited miles. That's Friendship Nissan and Friendship Jeep Dodge Ram in Forest City.
Cherryville's Media Park is a buzz every third Thursday evening now through the fall. From 5 till 7 o'clock, food trucks and music are delighting visitors. So come enjoy great food, free Wi-Fi, and ice cream from Hauser Drug and Butter Me Up. And shop our Main Street merchants for special deals until 7 p.m. On July 15th, our guest food truck is Caribbean Buzz, along with Kettle Corn from Kettle King. Come early and enjoy the music from Lake James Entertainment and DJ Larry Wright. That's Thursday, July 15th in downtown Cherryville. There's nothing like cash in your pocket, especially if you can turn your scrap into cash with the help of Gaston Used Auto Parts and Recycling in Gastonia. For over 25 years, this locally family-owned and operated business has been giving some of the best prices for scrap. They take tungsten scrap carbide, as well as stainless steel, aluminum, copper, and brass. Need help? Gaston Used Auto Parts and Recycling will supply you with a roll-off container to help make your recycling easy. Turn your scrap into cash with the help of Gaston Used Auto Parts and Recycling. 305 Dogwood Street in Gastonia. Call 704-827-9468. Online at GastonUsedAutoPartsAndRecycling.com.
Take advantage of a special offer on the versatile Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor. Switching attachments is simple, and a smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation. The Kubota BX Series, the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. for over 10 years. You own the land. Now, make it yours. Get the Kubota BX 2380 for payments as low as $99 a month.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive, off Highway 74 at Oak Grove Road, Kings Mountain.
If you're ready to make the great escape, do it with the #1 brand on the water. Yamaha Wave Runners are the most premium personal watercraft on the market, with industry-first features and exciting new products like the all-new 2021 VX Series with audio packages, the much-anticipated Superjet, and the new race-ready GP Series. This is Wave Runner country. See one today at Full Throttle Power Sports, located at 100 Indian Walk off I-85 in Lowell.
There's no glory in getting beat up on the job. Aches and pains aren't trophies. They're just barriers keeping pros like you from getting work done. But Ferris Commercial Mowers help you finish strong and feel good doing it with patented suspension technology. Technology that reduces the effects of uneven terrain, virtually eliminating shock to the chassis and your body, letting you mow faster and get more done. Visit 321 Lawnmower Sales and Service at 14 North Carolina Avenue in Maiden today for a test ride. Ferris, work hard, feel good.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin and Tom, considering Terry has left us.
Go ahead. And Terry, do you want to read this? Oh, wait a minute. Terry's not here. I'll read it. Friendship, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, 190 Oak Street Extension in Forest City, North Carolina, 828-919-3001. Friendship, Nissan, 156 Oak Street Extension in Forest City. Call them at 828-245-1661. See our friends at Friendship in Forest City. Get yourself a new ride today.
There's Terry. He's there. Look. Terry made the show. He's there.
Oh, so we got
with always a smile on his beaming face.
Yeah. Technology is awesome, isn't it, Tom?
It's funny. So
we're gonna have to put him on this shot here in a second and get back over here. Excuse me, God, I lost my drink there. I'm about out of water. Had to go get that. Grab some tickets too. Wanted to go over some of these. Let's see. Row 116, Tom. I mean, section 116, row P. Let's see if I can get this.
Yeah.
Hornets and Wizards. How much, Tom? Let's play Guess the Amount for Michael Jordan, Wednesday, December 26th. Well, this is wild. That's my son's birthday. The day after Christmas, 2001. Charlotte Hornets, Michael Jordan in town. How much was row P? Elemento P, about what, 16th, 17th?
Lower or upper level?
Lower, 116.
45.
Lower level, row P in 2001.
$45.
$29.
Really?
$29 for the 15th row or 19th row.
Well, a couple of years ago, they were giving away Hornets tickets for free.
This was after that. That was right after Jordan retired.
Yeah,
they
giving them free.
Had to give them away for free.
Give them away.
Yeah. That was the year after Jordan retired. So.
Yeah.
Well, I got some others here for you. Now, this of course isn't the whole collection. Just fun things to look back and what I did, I went and laminated. That's Yancey's head. Went back and laminated some of them just randomly. I've got a whole book of them of other ones at home. There's Terry Head. All right, and so this is Tom. This is a good one. I'm gonna pass that one over to you. I wanted Terry. I got another one. I wanted Terry to look at, see if he remembered it, but he's not here. But read that.
Oh
one,
man, the 1996 National League Championship Series. Wow, $30.
Who's playing? And what? $30. Where did we get to see?
Indians was a year before.
National League Championship Series. The Indians would have never been in that.
Oh, okay, that's right. The National League Championship Series. I'm sorry. I'm thinking World Series. My fault.
Yeah, y'all. Yeah. So that was the Braves beating who to play the Indians?
Doesn't say. No, not in '96. They didn't play. They played the Indians in '95.
Okay, so that was the one they played. Was it the Yankees one or something?
It might have been the Yankees.
1996. Yeah. You said 96, right?
Right. I cannot remember who they played. Only $30. Wow. There you go. Don't lose that.
Championship Series.
Of course, now would be a mobile ticket on your phone.
Yeah, you just keep them over there for a second. It was Cardinals and Braves.
Oh, it was Cardinals. Okay.
Yeah. And
NC State versus Duke. Boy, and that ticket was $20. That seems like a ripoff.
It was at NC State, so it was a ripoff.
Yeah. November 9th, 1996,
Now,
$20.
What is familiar about that ticket? Let's see.
I know why they don't print them up anymore. It's so much cheaper to do the
Oh,
electronic
yeah.
ticket. Yeah.
Now the reason I went to why would I have went to, Tom?
NC State Duke.
An NC State Duke football game. Do you know?
You probably had a player in the game somewhere that you were a fan of.
What was the date on that?
96.
What was the actual date?
November 9th.
November 9th, right? You know what else happened on November 9th, 1996?
No, I'm pretty sure that's when I was student teaching, so my life is a blur in the fall of 96. I was student teaching, and I was working every Saturday and Sunday night at the trucking company. So I was working 7 days a week. So the fall of 96, I have no recollection of.
So that ticket is a secondary sports thing that I did on that day compared to what else we did and the reason I was in Raleigh. I was watching the pay-per-view with some friends, cousins of Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield.
Oh, really?
And that's why I kept that ticket as a reminder that on that date, 1996, that night, the guys, if he's listening, we went to Raleigh to see him, and we watched Tyson bite Evander Holyfield's ear, and that ticket right there, Tom,
and watched a terrible football
proves
game.
that I watched a terrible football game.
Yeah, watched a terrible football game and a terrible fight.
Did you know before I went to that state game, I didn't know people actually cheered for Wolfpack football? That was weird.
Oh yeah, they do. It's hard.
That was weird. I had no idea that people cheered for NC State football.
And looking up, Duke was 0-11 that year, and
that's
on
the
November
thing you
9th,
were curious about, not Tyson Holyfield.
NC State doubles up. Duke 44-22 in front of a crowd of 47,200 people. Now the next week they went down to Clemson and got beat 40-17. And then they won against Wake Forest and East Carolina. Remember when East Carolina had some good teams in the mid-90s?
Mm-hmm.
They beat NC State 50-29 in Erickson Stadium. That's why they won't play them anymore. Well, East Carolina's not very good anymore, but I remember they were scared to play them in the 90s when East Carolina had some good teams. Didn't Garrard go to East Carolina? They had a couple good players come through back then.
So I'm trying to find the basketball. That's the basketball ticket. Oh, it's Florida State. I saw Florida State. 97 at the Smith Center. Lower section of the Smith Center. Guess how much is Rose Z, but it's the lower level, so the back row. How much for a Florida State Tar Heels basketball ticket in 97?
$25.
$6.
Wow.
$6, Tom.
Yeah.
The very last row, Tar Heels and Florida State basketball. Some old Braves tickets. These are just old Braves tickets. You'd like to look at them. These are when they used to put the pictures, on thing, and then on the back, if you kept it, you got a free Wendy's hamburger.
Yeah,
you got a whole hamburger from Wendy's if you took your ticket. This is a Tom Glavin's on this one. Reds. Then I got a Mets with it's got a picture of the '92 champ, the Sid Bream slide. Then John Smoltz.
I watched that game live. I remember that game.
John Smoltz on a ticket against the Dodgers. And then Colorado Rockies, their first trip, I guess is what that is, to Atlanta in 1994. That's got to be close to one of the first years, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If it wasn't the first, it was one of the first. There's a Cubs one, too. So that's some fun, interesting tickets. I thought you'd like some of those. All right, JP, we want to take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to have our NASCAR set up. And we've got some sounds. Jalen worked on a little bit this week. Don't have bad picks, but we do have some sounds. Terry and Hunter, you guys, if you watch it online, don't change your facial expressions, guys. We'll be right back on KTC.
Okay, class, listen up. Do not buy a car without a warranty. Just don't do it. At Friendship Nissan and Friendship Jeep Dodge Ram in Forest City, we have lifetime warranty on new and used cars. That's right, lifetime warranty on new and used cars. Unlimited time, unlimited miles. And through the end of this month, we're offering up to $4,000 over Kelly Blue Book value on your trade. So one more time, Friendship Nissan and Friendship Jeep Dodge Ram has lifetime warranty on new and used cars, and you'll find us in Forest City.
Your 2021 Atlanta Braves are ready to defend their division crown and take Atlanta baseball fans on another fun ride.
And it's hit in the air to right field and deep. Conforto going back at the wall. It's gone! Marcell Ozuna to the opposite field has tied the game in the ninth.
Braves baseball back again on the Boss in Carolina Country. WHS Shelby, WLON Lincoln, and WCSL Cherryville, Gastonia. Now you can get more for your trade-in at Classic Volkswagen of Gastonia. Now get up to 120% value on your trade-in. Get the most ever for your trade. And check out the great deals, including the 2021 Volkswagen Jetta. Lease it for $220 per month or buy it for 0% APR financing for 60 months. Trade in now for the best deal ever at Classic Volkswagen of Gastonia, 4417 Wilkinson Boulevard in Gastonia. Online at classicvwgastonia.com.
Don't miss the Golf Shop Radio Show this Wednesday from 11 to 12, presented by GolfKnickers.com, the leader in traditional golf apparel. Mark Greenheld and Matt Blanchard go from tee to green and everything in between. Welcome to the Golf Shop.
Wednesday mornings at 11 o'clock on Carolina Country, WCSL, 92.3 FM, 1590 AM, and online at ktcbroadcasting.com. No matter what you need to keep your home cool and comfortable, Settle Heating and Air has it. From complete Comfort Maker cooling systems to the latest in Wi-Fi capable thermostats, they have everything you need to stay comfortable. That's why you should make Settle Heated and Air your first call and your only call for all of your cooling needs. Call 704-481-1788 or find them online at settlehvac.com so you can settle in with comfort. Comfort Maker, comfort with confidence. Join Milton Baker for the West End Cell Swap Shop, Monday through Friday on Carolina Country, WCSL, Cherryville, Gastonia, 92.3 FM, 1590 AM, and online at ktcbroadcasting.com.
And we're back on Saturday morning Sports Talk with Kevin and Tom.
And brought to you by Friendship Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, 190 Oak Street Extension in Forest City. Call them at 828-919-3001. Friendship Nissan, 156 Oak Street Extension in Forest City, 828-245-1661.
All right, trivia questions for some Forest City Owls and Outlaw tickets. See the Spartanburgers. Remind you, 704-435-2844, 704-435-2844. Who is the only two National League players in Major League Baseball history to have 30 homers and 10 stolen bases by 81 games, halfway point in the midseason? Ohtani this year was the first American League player to ever do it. The only other two players were in the National League. Famous players. It's not a trick question. You can go back to last week's show if you want to cheat and look. KDC Broadcast, 704-435-2844. If we do not get a winner today, we're going to give them away tomorrow. Out at La Favorita, Tom.
I saw that. Bessemer City. Yeah, Bessemer City.
Mexican cuisine meat market over there, and we're going to be out there from 3 to 7, giving away prizes and having a good time tomorrow. While I'm at it, just go ahead and so tomorrow is the 11th. That is my sister's birthday, so happy birthday to her. Then Thursday, is that 4 days? Is that the 15th, Thursday?
Let me see. Yeah, Thursday's the 15th, Friday's the 16th.
Thursday is my daughter's birthday, so we're preparing for that. We'll have a big party next weekend. I'll have more specifics on that, Tom, but I'm told that we are having a kitty cat party.
All right. Are you going to miss the show because you have a birthday party?
No. Believe it or not, Tom, when I go out of town, I leave at 10:30 on Saturday mornings. Because what am I going to do? Anyway.
Yeah, I know.
And then, believe it or not, Tom, when I have a birthday party, I have it after 10 o'clock on Saturday mornings.
Well, these guys, they have birthday celebrations all day.
It's amazing. It's wild.
I mean, my birthday is May 11th, so next May 11th, I want to party all day.
I'm flexible, and I'm sure Thomas and Friendship is too. Maybe what we should do, Tom, is work on a date and time that's good for Terry and Hunter, that they can be there every day.
Yeah.
Or we'll have what we can do is virtual. I don't know why Hunter's not virtualing in. He could make her drive, ride in the car, and virtual in the whole show. I don't know.
He's probably
easy peasy.
He's probably he's probably at the grocery store getting the ice cream, little hats and candles and stuff like that. You got to do all that stuff.
Party City's open at 7 a.m. on Saturday mornings.
I guess. We're good. So what else are we going to talk about?
Well, we were going to do NASCAR, and I hadn't loaded up yet. I was too busy.
I listened. And
I'll pull it up in just a
anybody. I had a. Where was I headed? I think that was a Sunday race, right? It's a Sunday race. I was headed to a Legion game. I had a Legion game on Sunday afternoon, and I just listened to the end of the race. Now, it was like maybe the last 4 or 5 laps. Now, that they were pretty long laps because that was like a 3.5, 4 mile track, whatever it was. But they do really good coverage on those.
Right.
I mean, I really enjoy listening. And you could tell what's going on, and the guys are enthusiastic. They get into it.
The racing is
right.
The racing broadcast. Honestly, Tom, whether it's TV or radio, I would put them above all other broadcasts.
Yeah, they do. They do a
way
good job.
more informative,
right?
And way more. They're way more enthusiastic than you could have an old guy complaining about baseball or a new guy talking about war. And in basketball, you got traveling, 3-point shooting, in football. Is this too hard? Did I hit this guy too hard?
Yeah.
and those things that come up, and then when you do. And then when you do the NASCAR stuff, I think they do a fantastic job.
I do, and I've listened to them, here and there. But I remember I had to head out for the game. I was like, let me put on. I'm going to put on the race, and if you can't get it on your radio, because usually it's on the Lincoln station, or the Cherryville station, Cherryville station, and once I start heading towards Rutherford County, I can't get the Cherryville station, so I just go to ktc.com, hook up the Bluetooth in my car, and enjoyed the race, and I got to listen to the end of it. They interview the pit crew chiefs and all that stuff. I mean, it's really, really fascinating stuff if you're really aficionado and want to know the ins and outs and the details. It's a good broadcast to listen to. So if you're not doing anything on Sunday, you're just kind of hanging out by the pool, or you're painting your house, or whatever you're doing. It's a great way to keep up with racing and good entertaining broadcast.
I'm trying to. I thought I pulled it up, but it's not playing. I did wrong on the setup. All right, JP, real quick, go over this weekend's. Tom, if you'll pull up the NASCAR schedule too, NASCAR.com.
Road course racing at its finest as the NASCAR Cup Series took on Road America. MRN had the flag-to-flag coverage.
What else there was?
It's been 23,000.
William Byron, maybe. And
then the schedule. All right. On Sunday, July 11th at 3:30 p.m., the Quaker State 400 presented by Walmart at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Okay, it'll be a 260-lap race, which is 400 miles. On Sunday, July 18th, they'll be at New Hampshire, so that's next Sunday, the 18th. But this week is Atlanta, and there are tickets available. They have television coverage, but you don't need to do that. I just told you, listen to it on ktcbroadcasting.com. Don't you? The one thing I do like about a radio broadcast, and before I got into radio, I don't think I appreciate it as much. If you listen to the game, you can do something else while you keep up with the game. Like, right. That's the beauty of it. If you want to go out and cut the grass, put your headphones on, listen to the race while you're cutting the grass, and things like that.
Now, you can do how some people drive, Tom. You can watch the race while you cut the grass and drive.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
That's what I'm saying. It's a terrible idea.
Yeah, I think it's a terrible idea.
I was trying to prove your point is, the radio and listening to it is much better to do other things like driving.
If you're like me and I'm kind of a busybody, Sunday afternoon, you're like, man, I got to get in that garage and straighten some stuff out. Put the race on. Listen to it. I mean, I do that sometimes with the NFL, a game. Like if it's a Browns game, I naturally want to watch. I listen to it sometimes. But if it's like a game I'm interested in, like a playoff game, but I want to do something else because it's Sunday afternoon, I'll just listen to the game and do something else and keep up with it and pretty much know what happened. And what's neat is you listen to the guy make that call and you're like, okay, I want to see what happened. And you watch the highlights later and you're like, oh, yeah, it's a pretty accurate depiction of what happened. So if you don't listen to games, try it. I think you'll like it.
All right, so this is, I think I got it pulled up right. This is our NASCAR audio for a few moments, folks. Listen on the radio. For folks watching online, we'll get to see a little bit of video, but other than that, listen away. We'll be back to finish up our NASCAR comments in just a few moments. Let's see if I can hit the buttons right.
Road course racing at its finest as the NASCAR Cup Series took on Road America. MRN had the flag-to-flag coverage.
It's been 23,702 days since the NASCAR Cup Series last race here in Wisconsin at Road America. Green flag in the air.
Larson's going to jam it in. Here he comes, way hot. He'll grab the lead before they get to the spot. He overshoots the corner. He'll lose the lead. Austin Cindric, he'll overshoot 5. He's off the course. Kyle Busch is there to pounce.
From last to first in 24 laps, that's what it took Kyle Busch, who started in position number 40, to get to the lead. That's where he is right now.
They're on their feet at Road America as Chase Elliott dials up the right-hand lane, dive bombs to the inside of Matt DiBenedetto. New leader, Chase Elliott in turn 3. Oh, and here comes Bowman. He's going to jam Larson. He's going to spin him in 5. Around goes Larson.
Up the hill, checkered flag is out. Everybody is on their feet, and Chase Elliott has won here this afternoon in Wisconsin. His 7th road course win.
Chase Elliott scoring his 7th road course win at Road America. The Motor Racing Network will return August 8th with full coverage of the Go Bowling at the Glen from Watkins International. Christopher Bell was asked, "You had a good start to the season, but what do you see as something your team needs to work on?"
Yeah, we just got to keep getting more consistent, and I think consistency is definitely key, and it's something that we have not had yet. So at the beginning of the season, we were getting more top 5 and top 10 runs, and then over the last 2 months, we've really struggled. So it hasn't been good at all over the last 2 months, and we need to get that turned around. So between Pocono 2 last week and Nashville, I think we've had 2 really good race cars and capable of racing inside the top 10. At Pocono, I think we were going to run inside the top 5 if we didn't get in an incident there. So hopefully that's a sign of what's to come, and Road America should be a great racetrack for us this weekend as well.
Have you found anything that sticks out as to why your finishes haven't been where you want them to be?
Yeah, that's one thing that's really interesting is I've been trying to find a rhyme or reason onto why we go to racetracks and struggle, but we really haven't, or at least I haven't been able to hit on anything. And it's really strange because the racetracks that I ran well at last year, I ran poor at this year. And the racetracks that I ran bad at last year, I've run good at this year. So it really hasn't matched up. And but you know, that's all part of learning and me and Adam Stevens gelling as a crew chief driver relationship.
William Byron was asked, "Does the abrasive pavement make for an extra challenge at Atlanta?"
Oh yeah, for sure. Atlanta's typically really loose. You know, you've got really limited rear grip, but also some front grip issues too. So you got to manage it all. But you know, the thing around there is just trying to wrap that white line and be good down low. So hopefully for us, we've got that grip in the back of the car this time, and feel really good about going back to a track for the first time with Rudy and being able to work on stuff that we wanted to work on. And so far, you know, the stuff we've done at the simulator for Atlanta feels really good. So excited for Atlanta, and I think we'll be able to do better than 8th.
Chase Elliott was asked, "How much do you have to try and save tires at Atlanta?"
You're saving, but you're also not. It's really more about having your car driving really good so that you can push hard and not slip tires. And that really has become the game. I feel like it's not as much riding around and just kind of biding your time and waiting for the last 15, 20 laps of a run, because you can't make up those big chunks of time at the end of a run like you maybe could years ago. Nowadays, it's just hard to do.
Christopher Bell was asked, "Can you bounce back at Atlanta after finishing 21st there earlier this year?"
Atlanta is a really fun racetrack, and it's been good to me through the past. I've been able to win in both of the lower series, and unfortunately it hasn't been good to me on the Cup side. So it was one of our struggle races this year, and I'm looking forward to getting back there and trying to be more competitive whenever we get back next week. So Atlanta is, man, one of the coolest tracks on the schedule for sure. You slip and slide around, and you can move all over the place. So if your car is good, it's a ton of fun.
Hello, this is Milton Baker inviting you to listen to NASCAR Racing right here on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
The game plays right here.
Are you ready for some football?
Your sports leader, WOHS Shelby, WLON Lincoln, and WCSL Cherryville Gastonia.
Offer up to $4,000 over Kelley Blue Book value on your trade. Guaranteed best prices on new cars, all used cars priced way below book value, and now all new and used cars have a lifetime warranty, unlimited time, and unlimited miles. We're simply not like any other dealer. Friendship Nissan and Friendship Jeep Dodge Ram, we're located in Forest City.
For the first time ever at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby, it's a truckload blemish mattress sale. You'll find savings like never before. All are factory sealed. Twin size mattresses start at $119. Full and queen size start at $199. Over 150 in stock, ready to go. From a big tractor trailer full, floor to ceiling, nose to tail, full of these mattresses at Hendrick Appliance. See their page at whatsupshopper.com and online at hendrickappliance.com. Located at 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. On the right going down, on the left coming back.
The NASCAR Camping World Truck Series.
Looking for the green flag here, and it is in the air.
At Nashville Superspeedway.
One truck length between the top two in a race for the lead.
For racing's return to Middle Tennessee.
Here comes Brett Moffitt to the inside of Ben Rhodes, but Rhodes is not letting him get away. Both trucks with damage on them.
It's the Rackley Roofing 200.
Right tonight at 7:30 on Carolina Country WCSL. 92.3 FM, 1590 AM, and online at ktcbroadcasting.com.
It's time to play at the Green Meadows Golf Course on Kelly Road in Mount Holly. Play and ride Monday through Friday for $25. Weekends just $30. Seniors ride and play Monday through Friday for $20. And every Wednesday is Ladies' Day. Ladies play and ride for just $15. So make your tee time now by calling the Green Meadows Golf Course, 704-827-9264. Green Meadows Golf Course, 957 Kelly Road in Mount Holly.
Well, now take down your fishing pole and meet me at the fishing hole.
Before you head to the fishing hole, head first to the Great Outdoors in Cherryville. You'll find all you need to catch the big one that got away last time. From rods and reels to lures to those great Camus boats along with expert advice. And now just arrived, new lacrosse boots. Try one on for size at the Great Outdoors. Highway 150 East in Cherryville, right behind McDonald's. Online at teamgreatoutdoors.com and see the page at whatsupshopper.com. For your party, family gathering, or just a get-together of friends, get it catered by Hillbillies Barbecue and Steaks in Gastonia. Check out their party packs, including pork or chicken or beef with barbecue sauce, slaw, plates, cups, eating utensils, serving utensils, potato salad, buns, and sweet tea and ice. And delivery is available. For more information, call 704-824-8838. Hillbillies Barbecue and Steaks, 305 South Main Street in Lowell. Open Monday through Thursday, 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 11 to 9:30, and 11 to 3 on Sunday. Also call for employment opportunities that are now available. And now Hillbillies Barbecue and Steaks are taking applications for employment.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin and Tom for the last leg of the race.
All right, sorry about my wife texted me, Tom. I didn't hit a button a minute ago during our NASCAR. Some of our audio was out there at the end. We were talking about Road America or whatever for the folks online. Radio folks had no problem. Okay, got some random stuff. The Olympics are coming up, Tokyo.
No spectators.
That's just fantastic.
What was the name of that? I keep forgetting the name of the sprinter that they eliminated because...
You talk about the marijuana?
Yeah.
Sha'Carri Richardson.
Which is just stupid. I mean, that's just beyond stupid.
Which
to kick her out of the Olympics for testing positive for marijuana, which is legal in like half the states in the union.
Right. Again, so there's different ways to look at it, and it's been talked about to death. I would say the one I would get to kind of agree with the most is every other athlete has passed the test that they asked them to do.
Yeah.
They ask them to require it, whether or not you believe. That's basically. Let's say this. Let's say you think the Olympic Committee says we're not going to ban. You can't eat apples. Okay, we're going to test you for apples, and whether or not you believe you should be able to eat an apple or not, Tom. If they test you for an apple, and you're the only one on the team that eats an apple.
Yeah. Well, I'm not.
You're the only one that that goes to. So
the rule is the rule,
right?
So
I understand.
I understand that aspect. The rule is the rule. You knew the rules, but what I'm saying is it's stupid to have that rule in the first place. I guess that's what I'm really.
Two
arguing.
things can be true.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we have to enforce the rule, but in my opinion, at this point, the rule is dumb. It's not performance enhancing. You're not going to go get smoked up on marijuana and win the diving competition. I mean, it's not performance enhancing. So if it's anything, it's the performance debilitating.
Probably.
So, I mean, I just don't.
Right.
I
Well,
just don't
again,
get it.
they should reassess the rules.
Right.
You still
Reassess
broke the rules. You know what she didn't break, though, in the trials, Tom? She didn't get out of her lane.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Well, so if I'm racing you and I think your lane's better, why don't I just steal your lane in mid-race? So
I'm not saying put
I hate it for.
Yeah. I hate it for. I'm not saying
but she
put her back in
knows-
because the rule is the rule.
You know,
The
listen to
rule is-
Marcellus Wiley talk about it. I like Marcellus. And you know, again, like he was talking about, every other athlete wasn't smoking. So whether or not they were or not, like just the same thing with the lane change is that everyone else is doing the same thing to get to a same point. And you know, if you weren't, whether or not, whatever it is, again, that's the rule type thing. And he said that he's talked to 15 to 20 different Olympic athletes. He's really into the track stuff. He said not one single one of them, Tom, says she should still be on the team.
Yeah,
they all agreed that she shouldn't be because of the rule. Kind of like a curfew rule is how he compared it that way. Should you be telling a grown man Olympic athlete that he has to go to bed at 11 o'clock, or especially when he doesn't compete in a week or two?
Yeah, the rule's the rule though.
So and that's that. The Tokyo thing, another thing, report on, and I hadn't pulled up the article, but I did remember reading it. The Olympics, Tom, are known for the let's see, how do I put this? The best year/month that the prophylactic industry has.
Yeah.
In every year or every
They hand
4
them
years, right? 65,000 of them they gave out, and then you know what they told them this year? Because of Corona, don't do it.
What?
They give them the condoms and then a note. It was like a little note that said, "Don't do it."
Are they hooking up with each other, or are they hooking up with civilians? Each other.
Each other, wives, girlfriends, cousins, civilians. But the Olympic Village has always been known. It's going down there. Like, you know, the Winter Olympics, that summer, all of them. The
Really?
Olympic Committee provide tens of thousands of condoms.
I thought they
Tom.
would be like super focused.
They are.
Super focused.
They are.
for the 17 days of the Olympics.
I'm
not going to pleasure myself because
Tom,
I've got to keep my mind on the.
What do most Olympians have in common? They're
they're-
in shape.
yeah.
They're gym freaks. They like how their bodies look. That means they probably like how other people's bodies look.
I
Some of
guess.
them are single.
All right, I guess.
What do we have in common? We're world-class athletes.
And we can make another world.
Let's drink some Russian vodka, make another class athlete,
Yeah, I guess.
and party the night away. And the Olympics are providing what did you think the Olympic rings were, Tom?
I've never studied the history of the Olympic.
They're condoms. Did you not
Okay,
know that?
I think we've kind of gone off sports and we're talking about what we do not need to talk about.
talking about
I think we need to come back to where we were.
We're talking about the Olympics.
Right.
That's sports.
Yeah.
Right. You heard. All right, JP. Wasn't there some big news in tennis the past week or so? Ain't they playing?
Not that I'm aware of.
I saw Nadal got beat, and they you didn't follow Wimbledon,
And the girl that keeps quitting after she won.
I can't watch tennis, so I don't know anything about it. Only thing I can go online is look at it. That's the only thing I can do.
Okay, so you don't have cable or anything?
No, in my apartment I have nothing.
Oh.
I have a DVD player. That's all I have.
Well, I tell you what, JP, I will buy you an Andre Agassi Pete Sampras DVD tape.
Please don't. I don't like it. Andre was fine, but still, I mean, he lost his last match to Roger Federer still.
Do you have internet in your apartment?
Nope.
Wow. He's on his phone.
I guess you're just on your phone.
Yeah, that's it.
There you go. The anti-doping leaders are pushing to further mitigate harsh consequences for marijuana if it's not intentionally used to enhance performance.
How does it enhance performance?
You know who they should be? I got one for you. They should be testing the coaches for marijuana, and not the players. Because some people will sit there and do, they're adding things up over there. Maybe it's a coaching thing. I don't know what that's from. This is from the Olympics are saying that they can't unilaterally change the rules that they wrote in a letter to Congress. I don't know why they can't change their rules, but they'll figure it out. I guess Congress was asking why she was banned and all that other stuff. So there you go. There's some. If you guys want to get into it, you can. More on that. How about this? Luka leads his first Olympic, his country to their first Olympic berth.
Which I always forget which one. He's not Croatian, is he?
I thought it was Lithuanian.
Lithuanian?
No, it can't be him. I think they've made it.
Slovenian.
Slovenian.
Okay.
Luka is Slovenian, so they made they've made their first Olympics, and I would venture to say they may win a game. It's going to be tough to deal with Luka Doncic.
Yeah, it'll make a difference
on an Olympic stage. I just I'm glad the Americans have a chance this time since LeBron's is not on the team to ruin it.
Yeah, what a shame. Everybody else will have a much better Olympic experience.
It's getting it's hot in Tampa, Tom. I mean, cold in Tampa, Tom. It's icy.
Yeah, Tampa Bay wins the second Stanley Cup back to back.
Did you ever think you'd see that?
Well,
Did you ever think people in Canada would be able to say that?
I was pulling for the Montreal Canadiens, but I mean they haven't won a Stanley Cup in so long.
Yeah.
They got down 3-0 real quick. They did win one game, but got beat 4-1.
When I was a young child and slightly interested in hockey, I liked to watch. I was a Pittsburgh Penguins fan. Not necessarily a fan, but that's
Mario Lemieux.
Yeah. I don't know why. I guess I like their jerseys. Some of the I was big into jerseys. I used to draw jerseys and all the time and everything. And I like their jerseys. I like jerseys and teams with symbols like the Cowboys got the star. I don't like words on helmets and jerseys for some reason. Like I'm when I walk into this building, Tom, I know who you are, right? I know you're Cleveland. I know you're Boston.
Right.
So I like the ones with like the Rangers jerseys. It's just I got some old lady down the street to sew Rangers across the sweater. Real creative. But I like the Penguins stuff. And then there was a hockey game on Sega. I can't remember which year it was. Those people online would know. But there was a hockey game. But Yager was awesome on it that game.
Yager.
I think Gretzky was on the Kings on that game. Maybe. I did like the Flyers and Eric Lindros. And then that's when the Sharks came out. I think back in those days. So. Yeah, not really get into it. I understand it. I watch it. I'd rather watch that in soccer.
I was watching a lot of the Euro 2020. I know you don't watch soccer. You're a soccer hater. Probably
what I was about to say is in hockey when they fall down and act like they're hurt, they slice you with a razor blade knife on the bottom of your foot. And in soccer, you fall down. Did you see the guy the other day fall down and near the goal? Acting like he was hurt, and his teammate kicked in, and he jumped up and started celebrating. He flops. The guy beside him was like, throws up his hands like, what? And then he jumps up. He's like,
In the England-Denmark match, I watched in extra time. It was such a cheap penalty kick. And then the goalkeeper makes a great save. But the rule is if the goalkeeper touches the ball, the guy who took the penalty kick can put the rebound in the goal. If it hits the post and comes back, he can't. Like, it has to hit another player. So he kicked it. The keeper from Denmark made just a tremendous save, but he couldn't hold it. Bounced off him. So he just went up and kicked it in, and that's how England wins. I'm like, if you want to go to Euro final off that cheap goal, that's fine. But I just thought it was just an extremely cheap. It was like, a guy made a challenge. He might have bumped him a little bit. The guy like flops, mouth open, and all this stuff. And they gave it PK. I'm like, that is the cheapest.
All right.
PK.
I was talking to somebody the other night, and we was talking about rules and how to keep things from happening. So in baseball, they keep adding umpires. You got foul ball umpires, third base umpire.
There's 6 in a series,
right? How come in football? How many's on a football field?
It's like 6 or 7 in there.
Yeah, it might even be 8. But in basketball,
3.
We've got 3 in the NBA, 2 in high school.
Right. No, there's 3 in high school.
Is there?
2 in JV. 3
there's
in
not
varsity.
Playoffs. There's 3 and just.
Kevin, I've worked the clock every day for the last 8 years. There's 3.
I've broadcast games every Friday night. And I've never seen 3.
There's 3
referees at a basketball game.
Kevin, There's 3 in the varsity game. There's 3,
either
trust
way,
me.
in basketball, just if you're going to tell me y'all can't, right now, the 3 of us can't keep up with traveling. The 3 of us can't count to 10 when one guy's on the free throw line because one of us, I guess, we're all busy. Because none of us can count to 10 when the guy gets. It's a 10-second call. This shouldn't be hard. It drives me nuts that they let Giannis do that. My thoughts, and maybe in soccer too, with the flopping to help out with that. Do you need an extra ref in basketball and soccer to help get the angles that you so-called can't?
I have seen
not
some.
that I care about in high school. I'm just talking about more in pro.
Yeah.
Does basketball? If you had a guy on every corner,
yeah, you could see it better.
Can we quit arguing about? We're traveling, or I saw this foul better. The fouls especially, because when you're moving it on a fast break, these referees are not as fast as these NBA players.
I'm just burnt out on the fouls in NBA. And every foul is an argument. Every foul. It's an argument.
That's Tim Duncan's fault.
God.
He started that mess.
It's just, shut up. That's one thing. That's what I like to watch Luka play. But every time there's a foul or non-call, you have to listen to him cry. It's like,
so I had a proposal on one of the shows, and of course all my proposals for new rules get poo-pooed. But what if you had in the NBA just a game? Would it be? What do you think would happen if you let the players call their fouls? But hold on, the referees still called violations. Out of bounds, all that other stuff, traveling, anything like that, all that stuff. But the players called the fouls. Now, here's some people like, no, they'll just be calling BS and wait. Well, they're arguing every play anyway, first of all, for a foul. And if I'm arguing that I fouled him and you're arguing that I didn't foul you, somebody's right and somebody's a complete moron and wrong.
Yeah.
So get this. What if you start calling your own fouls, Tom? But think about it, though. If you call it and you're on the road and the other team thinks you're BS, you're going to get booed so bad. Yeah. So you better make sure that if you're calling a foul, for the most part, it's a foul.
They'd start calling it at the end of the game. That's when they'd start doing it.
But because I think it would be interesting having the players call their own fouls just to have the reaction from the fans because instead of yelling at this ref, don't know what he's talking about, you're yelling at the player calling it for himself, and I deserve a foul, I'm calling it. And that's what I mean by that. And I've always thought that would be an interesting way just to watch one game and see what happens with fans and stuff.
It wouldn't be pretty.
What would be the problem, you think?
Because you'd have some guys like Luka would call a foul every time somebody breathed on him, LeBron James and all these people that cried every call.
So you think Luka would sit there for 2 hours letting the fans boo and shoot free throws?
I guess. I don't know. Fans are going to boo anyway. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's just, they need to just change the rules to allow more contact.
We're already challenging calls. So what if you allow the player fouls? When say Lucas says foul, the ref blows whistle, says foul. You've got 3 challenges, coach. If you think Luka's BSing, you call it. You throw the challenge on Luka. Let's go.
Slow the game down even more.
They're already doing that, though. That's what I'm saying. They're already challenging calls.
It's almost indigestible.
I just want the players to call their own instead of the referee.
Yeah.
Because the players know. I mean, I don't know how many times I fouled someone and nobody called anything or didn't get fouled and did call something. I've walked to the line and shot free throws for other guys that got fouled. Something I don't know. You could fix something somewhere. All right. Any other news and notes, Tom? England? Anything about England?
England and Italy in the championship game. So I can't remember what day it is. I have to look it up. But my Italian relatives from across the pond, I've been kind of communicating with them.
I hope
a
my
little
English
bit.
relatives kick y'all's behind again.
Let's hope not. When is the Euro Championship? And it will be tomorrow at 3 p.m., Italy and England.
All right, JP, did you have a happy Saturday?
He did.
No? Anything in there, JP?
He's good.
Couple quick news and notes. John Morant, when he won Rookie of the Year, his dad sent him a text message. Said, "Good job, son. You still suck."
That's nice of him.
But, Tom, do you think LaMelo's dad sent the same message?
No.
Or did he send and say, You're the greatest.
You're the greatest.
So which one do you think is going to produce a more productive and better?
Depends on the personality of the person receiving the criticism.
Like, do you have one saying, "You're the best. You scored less points than the other guy, but you're still better than him." And the other one who outbeat Zion Williamson. Good job, son. You still suck.
Depends on what motivates the person. Psychology is.
Josh said, "That's my dad. Love him" on this tweet. When the guy reported that, one of them reported it. And then here's your final stat of the day. In 1989, Bo Jackson, 32 home runs, 105 RBIs. And then he went and averaged 5.5 yards carry in the NFL that
Pretty
year.
good.
We'll see you guys next week, KDCBroadcasting.com.
Pretty good.
Man, I only do things incredible.